All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome in. We are live Tuesday night. We're one day away from Game 3 of the NBA Finals, so we a little bit of wait, chat. 24 hours, and we'll be back on the couch watching some more basketball, or watching some more NBA, we should say, because we do have a, of course, classic movie chat to watch along to in a little bit. But we are distracted by another basketball game on before this as well, too. Chat, we got a little WNBA on, and chat, we're tuning in. There's like 7.5 minutes left in the first quarter, and it may be too late, chat. It may be a little too late. However you want to say it. It's 10-0. Liberty are up on the Sky. Oh no, chat. I mean, you know, it's not the Sky's fault necessarily. The Liberty have been kind of rolling everybody this year. I know, kind of, 0 points again halfway through any quarter is tough, chat. It doesn't necessarily matter who you're playing, but 10-point lead for the Liberty early in the game, and they were 16-point favorites. Where's the line here, chat? Whoa! Oh, okay, right now it's 22. Yeah, makes sense. It's not going well, but before the game closed at 15.5, anyways, for the Liberty, chat, at home. Yikes. It is what it is, but they did show some Angel Reese stats before this as well, too. You gotta be careful which stats you're showing with Angel Reese there, but it does seem like the scoring has taken a turn as well, to up a different way. And I know, do we have to start going the shot chart on this stuff here, chat? Wait, 2025. What did they show, chat? They showed like some 20-point a game thing in the last 3, but that would not seem the case. That would not seem the case. Make no mistake, it was just a quick glance, and I apparently maybe minutes per game. What do we read, chat? What do we read? Okay, she has been 9 points a game anyways, 11 rebounds. The rebounding, of course, has been solid. Offensive rebounds, 4.5. I think we can say safely that she leads the league in rebounding and offensive rebounding, chat, at this point. Oh, they don't even have it bolded out for the NBA people, or for the WNBA people. I guess. Do we have to fact check? Are we going 0 for 2 to start, chat? Hey, yo. It is what it is sometimes. I feel like ESPN misguided us with the stats early on. Is she still in the game, chat? Okay, there we are. Pick and roll. Is Cardosa healthy? I know they said no Jonquil Jones for the Liberty, so I don't know if that's what moved the line from 16 to 15. Was that what it doesn't change necessarily the overall outcome, but does make it a little bit more interesting. I guess maybe if there's some foul trouble or something, chat. Okay, yeah. So Angel Reese, 5.6 offensive rebounds per game this year. Brianna Jones is second at 3.4. That is pretty crazy, chat. Brianna Jones, 46.4% for the field. Kiki Irefin, did we say the last name right, chat? But the rookie from USC, of course, 3.1 offensive rebounds a game right away. And 50% from the field. 10 games played, chat. Do we need to get like a Rookie of the Year ladder up here? I mean, this is a great start to the career here. 15 points a game, 50% for the field, impacting the boards. Maybe not necessarily a defensive presence as well, too. I don't know if Washington is a great defensive team. Okay, they're kind of middle of the pack in defense, to be honest. This is all a step up, chat. They were, what was their record last year here? Let's see, 14-26. Yes, 7th in defense, 9th in offense. Okay, so their defense is kind of in the same spot, honestly. 6th this year, 9th in offense as well, too, chat. 4-6, though. Is that a better percentage? It feels like a little bit of a better percentage anyways. But yeah, and the other rookie as well too, chat here. I feel like we look this last name up every time. Citron. Sonia Citron, chat. I mean, seems like she's playing pretty well too. 49% from the field, 13 points a game. So, I mean, that, like we're saying, chat, that's impressive. I don't know, do we just immediately go compare to Caitlin Clark's stats last year to see what it is? But that efficiency as a rookie would be awesome for any level of basketball. Yeah, 41% from the field, chat. And I feel like that does honestly kind of mirror, so like if an NBA rookie shot 41% from the field, you wouldn't necessarily look at that and go, oh, he had a bad rookie season. Maybe would that rookie get to 4th in MVP voting? It would be a little, different stuff, chat. Yeah, we're not trying to be unfair here. But to compare, the comparison anyways being obviously efficiency increasing over the course of your career. And if you start efficiently as a rookie, it's pretty impressive. and you have 2 people on the same team. So I don't know, Chad. Do we need to watch some Mystics back? I'd be interested. I know Amore, the 3rd rookie that they had, because they had 3 first-round picks, I want to say, 2 top 5, and then here, I guess, where was it? Did it have a draft spot here? I guess it will if we click on it, chat. She was drafted, 6th overall. So yeah, here, wait, let's just go back. I guess scoring leaders for, so they probably have the 1st and 2nd rookie. Is there any, well, I guess, chat, how are we forgetting about Paige Becker? She's not a rookie? Hey, yo, do we just classify her as a veteran? We saw that clip of her and Kelsey Plum talking, I think it was after a game, and apparently, you know, she kind of mounts them to Kelsey Plum. I think it was, she kind of had the, you know, the hand up covering her, the lip reader, trying to block the Instagram lip readers. But Kelsey Plum was saying that she was talking a little smack after the game, and she was like, oh man, the rookies in the league kind of talking right away. I mean, obviously, you know, Paige Beckers is a pretty impactful rookie right away, able to back that up to a certain level. But even still, chat, you look at that points per game, you know, 6 games, you know, again, a little cut short here with some injury stuff. But here, what's a stat? Do we have a status update on the Basketball Reference page? Why was she in a sweatsuit in that game? What was going on, chat? What's the injury? Concussion, something? Who knows? I feel like that's one sometimes that Basketball Reference doesn't list, or she's just cleared now and ready to go. But yeah, I mean, Irafin here, I guess they have the name on as well. Irafin, chat? Kiki Irafin? Okay. Hopefully we're saying that right now. Kiki Irafin is, I mean, right, that same amount of points per game as Paige Beckers, and in fewer minutes as well, too. Oh, chat, interesting. Interesting. Do we have to go, what does the FanDuel say, chat? Is there value here? We have to mute the page really quick while we log in. Hey, yo, chat. Hey, yo, is there any way? I guess we're probably looking too little too late. 16-6? Okay, they got some points on the board. It's still a 10-point game, chat. Shout out to the Sky. I feel like they could keep it feisty. Okay, there we go. We just killed the last hope of the Sky there, chat. We just jinxed them, so it is what it is. But, oh, there we go. The offensive rebound, chat, for Angel Reese. Off the missed shot, somebody else. An actual extra opportunity in a way. So, I mean, yeah, obviously the impact being felt. But here, where is the Rookie of the Year odds? And I guess just again with the injury as well too, I don't know how that affects it. With the, I should say, with the game differential. I don't know how that affects the current odds for it anyways. Collier starting to run away with MVP, chat. Wait, did I just see Beckers for Rookie of the Year? I think I just subconsciously like moved her up into the MVP odds when I did that scroll, because I was like, wait a second, she was up that high already? But you got Sabale, and I know there's a clear drop from Brianna Stewart to Sabale and Ionescu from 38-1 to 100-1. But, you know, I guess, are they listing Sabale's 100-1 for a So, yeah, her and Ionescu are the next 2 anyways out of that top 4. So, first team all WNBA for Sabale this year, chat. I guess we'll see if that's, because I think maybe she was a second teamer. I don't know. We'll have to go back and look. Or all-star anyways. So, Paige Beckers is minus 700, chat. Kiki Irafin plus 650. Am I crazy? Am I crazy? What's going on, chat? Are we gonna start riling up the WNBA community by saying that maybe Paige Beckers is not Rookie of the Year? I mean, do we have to check the percentages? What's going on? I mean, you give a little glance at the advanced stats over there. Win shares per 48, anyways, is in favor of Irafin, chat. But 43% for the field, 33% for the three-point line. I mean, that is a smidge better than Caitlin Clark, even though, you know, Clark's overall scoring and stuff was a little bit better. And her, I guess just her overall numbers were a little bit better as well. But still, chat, with that kind of efficiency, I guess, again, we'll have to actually watch the game so we can have a little bit more of an informed opinion. But I don't know, chat. It is interesting just looking at the numbers. What it says. I don't know. We go here. What was her PER? 21.3, and I know that can favor some of the front court players sometimes versus the guards, but still higher in that number as well too, chat. Win shares just in general, highest win share total in the class, chat. Those 2 players are better. So I guess, you know, the win share per 48 would calculate for more of the missed games for Beckers as well too. And that also gets you Michaela Thompson from the Fever, who I feel like we did see, or Michaela Timpson, sorry. I feel like maybe a defensive player or something. I feel like we saw her. I feel like I saw her check into a game at one point and was making some plays, and I was like, wait a second, is this it's like a new addition to the team? I didn't know if this was like a free agency move, but yeah, second round because they didn't have their first round pick. They traded their first round pick in the offseason. Oh, 100% from the field, chat. Okay, she's 1 for 1, so we must have seen her hit that shot. Yeah, no steals. Okay, that's what it was. She hit a shot, and we were like, oh yeah, it 2 for 2. Was it an and one maybe? Got like an and one. We're like, okay, Michaela. So I mean, apparently that and one, obviously, number 1 rookie in the class. But outside of that, Irafin is the next rookie, and then Maddie Westbled, chat. 3 games played, 4 minutes a game for the Sky as well too. Okay, wait, what number do we got here, chat? Will we get a performance? Oh, chat, we don't even get a picture. Hey, yo, 21. We'll see. I guess maybe. Probably not necessarily checking into the normal rotation minutes here. But if they need some extra depth for some reason. Okay, they cut it to single digits as the first quarter winds down, chat. Here we go. If they cover, I feel like if they cover, that would be kind of crazy too. I mean, that'd be cool because, if they lose by 14, that'd be cool. But they are a 2.5-point team, so I don't know, just them kind of getting over on the the public in any way. Was the public favoring the Sky in any way because of this, but Van Lith lingering at 55-1, chat. Not quite in the Rookie of the Year conversation yet, but even Citron at 29-1, chat. Not bad odds either. I guess just right. I don't know if they take away from each other in that sort of way as well too, but if they're kind of the two, are they like the 2 best players? That is, pretty impressive, chat. And they've got some rookies here. Oh, okay. Brittany Skies, we can't forget about. 20 a game this year. 36% from the field, 34% from 3. So Citron as well, too. 37% from 3 is pretty good for a rookie. You got, is Melbourne a rookie as well, chat? He's got rookies everywhere. Okay, no, 2022 draft. A couple seasons anyways. But she is 42% from 3, 12 for 28 anyways. So top 4 giving you pretty solid minutes, a lot of stuff to build on going forward. And just them getting even because I know obviously with the conversation around Becker's, a little bit kind of like the Wemby draft in a way where it was sort of like Wemby and everybody else. Because I guess you could say obviously, Caitlin Clark in the Wembanyama draft, there was similarities there as well. But, just from the hype standpoint, there was some, obviously, Angel Reese was in that class, even though she went 7th. And then, why am I blanking, Chad? Who went second in that draft? Now I'm forgetting. But I just remember there being some other names. Again, not in the conversation for being first, but still being like, could you get a franchise type player, I guess. Maybe, if I'm remembering correctly. But here, I guess we'll go back and see here. What we had. Oh, yeah, Brinkshot was the second pick. And then Cardoso. Then Rakia Jackson is a pretty stacked top 4. And then J.C. Sheldon, Aaliyah Edwards, and Angel Reese as the next 3 as well, too. Again, the top 7 was pretty highly hyped as a draft class for the WNBA. But again, it was like, okay, you get your franchise turnaround building player with Becker's at number 1 in Dallas, and there just wasn't, and maybe it's our lack of tuning in as well too, chat, but there just wasn't that conversation anyways in the mainstream about the rest of the names about them being franchise guys. So again, them just getting productive rookies, obviously at any pick is awesome, but do they potentially have like, is there even a little bit more here with Irafin as well too? Like, is there some building block post scoring potential, chat? I almost want to do a stat head for WNBA, like, again, some of our limited knowledge, it's like we just go to like the legendary names to try to compare, chat. But that does seem like a pretty good mark, obviously, that 50% field mark. So you got Candace Parker as a rookie, 52% for the field, 18 a game. Again, she won the league MVP in her first year as well, too. So that's why I was like, you don't want to just pull up that automatic legendary names, but who would have the great rookie seasons as well? That would That would make sense. Okay, chat. I guess, what else are we doing on a Tuesday night? We can log into the stat head real quick and see what's going on. It's, it's only a 9-point game, right? Okay, yeah, they did close the quarter. Oh, wait a second. 11-point game. Yikes, chat. The Liberty hit another shot. Okay, it is what it is. Oh, wait. Fever and Dream in a halftime battle here, chat. Oh, and this is Commissioner Cup games. Oh, do we have to lock in, get like a Commissioner Cup bracket going here, chat? What's going? I didn't get my Commissioner Cup picks in, chat. Hey, yo, we forgot to do the Commissioner Cups pick segment. That's our bad. But, were we even doing are we going to be doing in-season tournament picks for the NBA? The problem is we might, chat. We might. We're just degenerates. It is, but it is. But now we know. See, now we know. We were like, oh, we're bummed out. Next year, we're going to be looking forward to the start of the Commissioner's Cup. And I guess, still in time to lock in for the important matches anyways. And Caitlin Clark not back yet. But the Dream have been feisty. Yeah, the Dream are 5-3, chat. 2-1 at home. Like we've said before, a lot of veterans between Jones, Griner, Gray, chat, Howard. Some people that have been around for a second. So, not everybody necessarily having their best performances tonight. But Gray has, I feel like, been having a pretty good season as well too, Chad. Here, let's go season leaders real quick and see what we got. So Collier is leading in points per game with 25. Jeez, Chad. That's crazy. I mean, what was Asia Wilson was 27 for that season, Chad? 26.9 in 2024. Was I believe the highest scoring per game season for WNBA. So is 25 a game second, or is there another 25.8 or like a 26.1 or something in there that we're not missing? But that's historic scoring levels, obviously, and in that 52% for the field. So that's got to be up there, chat. Aaliyah Boston is leading in field goal percentage. Shout out to again, Michaela Timpson for going one for one, I guess, from the field, but. Her teammate, Aaliyah Boston, is actually leading less than 10 shots a game. But Jokic-like efficiency, chat. She doesn't even need that many looks. It just still will get the points. But, Collier Wilson. Kelsey Plum, of course, a little bit painful for Aces fans to be watching Kelsey Plum operate like this. But, it's like, what would she, how does she operate the same sort of way in the Aces when you have Wilson, who's going to be obviously the number one more times than not in the, to say the least, chat, in the offense. So obviously, she's getting a little bit more opportunity to be the lead scorer with the Sparks, but also, that role because it did feel as a little bit like she was a little bit more point guard-y focused on the Aces. And I don't know if that was a coaching thing or what, chat, but that's almost like when DeRozan went to the Spurs as well too, and obviously I think Kelsey Plum better than DeRozan, chat, in their respective sports, but when DeRozan went to for like just for the way the game's changed a little bit, anyways, like he was a little bit more playmaking focused in San Antonio when he was there compared to his other places. So I don't know again if that's just like a Becky Hammond, Greg Popovich coaching three, how they sort of coach up those, because they would sort of be this, they would be the similar position on the court for their respective teams in that sort of guard wing type role, but a little bit more guard focused. The Liberty, chat, a 3-pointer here. Oh, and they steal the inbound. Oh no. I mean, if it wasn't already going to get worse, this is where it starts to pour it on. Another three. They're probably leading in 3-point percentage as well too on the season. But yeah, chat, Alicia Gray, the 20 a game club stops with Alicia Gray, and Sabali as well too, is 20 a game this year as well, chat. 39% from the field as well. But yeah, the Dream are a feisty team, chat. They are a feisty competitive team. So, I mean, would make sense that they're locked into a battle here with the Fever in the first half. A low-scoring second quarter, make no mistake, 11-14. Yeah, yo, chat. But 16-31, yikes. It is what it is. But do we have to hit the Chat GPT early, chat, tonight? Because before we were watching the WNBA game, they had Ayo chat. They had Girls Trip on BET. So what do you do, chat? Anytime Queen Latifah's gonna be starring in a movie, it's just like, well, I guess that's just, are we turning the channel? Probably not. So of course we were watching that. But then, of course, we switched over to the WNBA game, and I was like, do we need to figure out a way? Because they haven't had a Girls Trip 2 yet, right, chat? I don't know if that's a thing that's been discussed or not. But okay, I guess, reboot culture, 2025, updates, chat, confirmation, everything we know, IMDb. Okay, so they have a direct. Okay, so it is in the works, chat. It does seem like plot. I know, maybe we are looking at it, running it back again, chat. I mean, that'd be amazing. But to add to the cast, I was like, chat, do we need to get Angel Reese into Girls Trip 2? It's like, do we need to just ask ChatGPT? We don't even need to get crazy with, figuring out what the plot is. I guess, we don't even have to rip off the movie. It's just with us trying to cook up an original Girls Trip 2 to the original spinoff. It's just like, what if, or I guess, Girls Trip spinoff. Do we cast a WNBA version, chat, of Girls Trip? We had to recast it in WNBA, or, well, I guess we could cook up a lot of different plots. But I just wanted to ask, how would adding Angel Reese, chat, how would it affect the plot of Girls Trip 2? And I guess if, ChatGPT could scour the internet and dig up the plot of Girls Trip 2, that could also be a pretty nice bonus as well. But yeah, chat, let's see what we got here. Just nothing crazy. We just need to add in a new character. Yeah, playing herself. That's exactly what we wanted. I think you could definitely cast her as a person in the movie, but I think just like, what if they just were like, hey, could we get Angel Reese on a trip? That could be pretty sick. So maybe they take the trip in Chicago. I guess, with it being in New Orleans, true, she did go to college in New Orleans. So let's see if that plays into it as well too. But is in town for a charity basketball or All-Star Weekend for True, chat. She could be there for either one. And I guess, obviously them having All-Star Weekend in New Orleans, but the charity event as well too could be pretty fun. Because then I guess they could play in the basketball game. Because if we're adding Angel Reese, it's a 5-person team, chat. They could definitely. I mean, that's the whole lineup right there. And make no mistake, I mean, with as great of actors as they are in the movies, I think they could use Angel Reese to clean up some of their rebounds. Though they could definitely get in the gym and get the basketball skills up as well too. Though we don't want to underestimate, I guess, any of their basketball skills, chat. I feel like any of them could just be at any time found in a pickup court. It wouldn't necessarily, if you were just like, oh, you pull up to like Queen Latifah's in this pickup run, chat, would you be totally surprised? You wouldn't be shocked. But she represents the next wave of black excellence, unapologetic, stylish, and on the rise, chat. Unapologetic. Where did they get that idea from? Angel Reese, maybe she should start a podcast with that title. Who knows? But mentorship or generational clash. Tiffany Haddish' character tries to out-party Angel only to find herself humbled by Angel's clout and stamina. That's not bad, chat. Ryan sees Angel as potential business partner or brand ambassador, and they are bonding over brand empowerment. I mean, chat, she kind of, just like the character, and again, both the real person, but, again, for the movie's sake, the character as well, too. It kind of fits into the movie perfectly. Considers doing a profile on Angel, seeing her as a symbol of modern fame, or Queen Latifah's character, seeing her as a symbol of modern fame and controversy, especially post LSU fame. And Jada Pickett's character, hey, what are we saying? Jada Pickett's character. I think ChatGPT is still a couple years behind, but Jada Pickett's character, unapologetically inspired by Angel's confidence and strength, sparking her own self-discovery moment, chat. Viral side plot, Angel inadvertently goes viral with one of the girls' TikTok challenges gone wrong or hilariously right. Hey, yo, chat, what is technically wrong for TikTok is right, but which pulls them into a high-profile situation which drives the plot forward, maybe involving social media scandal or red carpet opportunity they weren't prepared for, chat. Thematic depth. She adds real-world elements touching on the evolving role of black women in sports, in media and sports, internet fame versus traditional success, and bridging generations of black female empowerment, chat. And then vibe upgrade. Her presence gives the sequel swagger, Gen Z cool, and connects the story to the energy of today's cultural moment, much like how Tiffany Haddish revitalized the first film's comedic edge. What would be the main... okay, should we just get a plot, chat? What's the plot? Just a quick little summary of what maybe girls... if they maybe even still need to kick around some ideas, chat. I don't know if they're watching the live right now. Take some notes, producers of Girls Trip 2. IT, send them a fax about what this potential plot could be for the movie. I guess this could have been an opportunity if we wanted to stylize it, if we wanted to gear it in a way toward another movie. But no, chat, we'll just let it cook and see what happens. Essence Fest during WNBA All-Star Weekend. I mean, it kind of makes sense, chat. A perfect combination for the second movie. But the Flossie Posse is back, chat. Reunited for another trip, this time in New Orleans, where Ryan is hosting a keynote panel at Essence Fest. I mean, to be honest, chat, I think it's perfect. Literally just kind of make it the same thing, but just, it's just different, I guess maybe even same, but just the different versions of the same scenarios for the number 2. You get what we're saying, chat, for the second movie anyways. But she's launching a new empowerment platform aimed at Gen Z women, and this trip is supposed to be a calm professional reset for the group. Of course, chat. Of course, but nothing... Oh, even ChatGPT knows nothing ever stays calm for these 4, chat. It's a good thing it knows, because it's the one cooking up the plot right now. But plot beats Ryan's big opportunity, pitching the culture. Yeah, so, I mean, like they were saying with the character stuff, she's pitching brands at Angel Reese. Dina is out trying to out-party her. Sasha's trying to get the story, and then Lisa's still trying to break out of her safe mom vibe. Finds herself mentoring Angel's younger cousin, a fictional character, which helps her rediscover her own ambition and power. She ends up taking a pole fitness class, hilarious scene incoming, hey, chat, and finds a new kind of confidence. The climactic scene at a chaotic Essence times All-Star Gala. I mean, yeah, chat, it would make sense that the brands probably end up working together at some point. Especially the way, the way the first movie helped the Flossie Posse, obviously get more fame. The way the WNBA has increased in fame, the way Angel Reese has helped the WNBA increase in fame, chat, since that time as well too, has it would make sense that these things would definitely be collaborating at this point for the second movie. But they're at the gala. Everything goes off the rails. A surprise viral video, a business betrayal. Dina possibly fighting a mascot, chat. She's maybe we get a Lopez brother cameo in this moment. Well, they start tag team pause on this mascot, but chat. But it also resolves when the women come together to back each other up, defend Angel from a media hit job. Oh, chat, I like the little twist there at the end. Just a little bit of a, sort of a offbeat from the first movie to just to give it the second movie its own sort of original twist, with Angel Reese being involved. But again, nothing. It's still the first. All the events, kind of like the first one, are able to lead in this different sort of way. But and pull off a live, unscripted panel that becomes the highlight of the weekend. Ending, Angel gives we'll just say a heartfelt speech, chat. A raw, heartfelt speech about staying true to herself. Inspired by Flossie Posse support, Ryan lands the deal. Sasha reinvents her brand. Lisa unlocks her wild side, and Dina somehow ends up engaged to a retired NBA player. Whoa, chat. Whoa. So it's turning into like a how Stella got her groove back with the just right sort of kind of combination, chat. Sort of the sped up timeline, but with the NBA player involved. So do we bring back Common, chat? A little Scott McKnight crossover for Girls Trip 2? I don't know if these universes necessarily play in the same. I guess it's, because they both would involve Queen Latifah. So a twin situation. Sasha's twin, chat. Leslie Wright. I guess, Sasha Wright. I don't know if that's her name in the first movie. But themes, of course, of generational respect versus misunderstanding. Black women reinventing themselves at every age. Fame, authenticity, and sisterhood, chat. Sounds like a hit. Add celebrity cameos, Cardi B or Megan Thee Stallion. I mean, put a cameo in both, chat. I think they'd be hanging out with, maybe not, but we'd have to see. I guess maybe they different scenes. We'd have to see. Are they beefing, chat? I can't keep up with beefs. Are Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion beefing? Do we just have to search who's all beefing, chat, in the hip hop game right now? But yeah, what was I gonna ask it? Oh, we got to know who this retired NBA player is. And wait, there was one other thing as well too, NBA related. Oh, not the mascot, but yeah, Dina somehow ends up engaged to the retired NBA player. We've got the cousin. I guess we could cast the cousin, but that's not it, chat. Wait, who's the NBA player, chat? That's great. Retired NBA player, a retired Pelican, a retired New Orleans. They're in New Orleans, so a retired basketball player who went to LSU. Can we cameo Shaq? Hey, yo. Whoa, chat. Tiffany Haddish and Shaq on a little timeline. I guess it's, a little, not a little chat. Hey, pause. But who's the NBA player? That could be, if we're talking famous LSU guys, there's pretty much, I think, none of them more famous than Shaq. But J.R. Smith, chaotic, charming, and meme-worthy, could match Dina shot for shot in a drinking contest, now known for going back to college and golfing. Right for jokes, chat. Hey, yo, scene idea. Dina finds him meditating in a hotel sauna and thinks he's a shaman. She thinks J.R. Smith is a shaman. Matt Barnes. Wild past, now a podcaster, media figure. Okay, so yeah, we're, again, casting a real sort of person in their real life role as well, too. So, keeping it easier for these athletes to cross over into the acting, as maybe they don't have to give them as many actual character development type parts as well too. We're focused on the acting is in the lines and in the delivery and in the other stuff like that. But could have chemistry with Dina as her spiritual bad boy phase. See an idea, they bond over fighting people for their friends. I mean, Matt Barnes, I think, is definitely gonna, is J.R. Smith going to be out there looking for parts? I guess, I don't know. Is J.R. Smith actively searching? Is he signed up for the guild, chat? Can we get ChatGPT to look through the guild and see if J.R. Smith is registered? But, Matt Barnes, obviously, as a media guy now, I feel like would definitely be wanting to show up for the audition for this. But, shout out. I mean, we have to give him a chance, chat. We have to give him a chance. See what his acting chops are like. Nick Young, though, pure comedy. Nick Young and Tiffany Haddish, chat, would be absurd and hilarious. They get matching tattoos after 8 hours of knowing each other. That could actually happen. This could actually be almost a documentary in a way, more so than a movie. That's almost the best kind of. The best pick, Gilbert Arenas. Utter chaos. The perfect wild card love interest for Dina. Notoriously unpredictable past, but oddly charming and meme famous. Plot twist: Dina doesn't know he's a former NBA player. Thinks he just sells fireworks and vibes? Fireworks? What is Gilbert? Gilbert Arenas. He's just like some sort of metaphorical, the outcast line. What are we? Yes, we're selling. No, it's not. Though he's like, yeah, it's fireworks, but it's not fire. It's basketball. Like he's doing some sort of double entendre there, and then maybe she gets mixed up. But Gilbert Arenas, again, with the media stuff, is pretty famous now too. So I feel like maybe she would have seen Gilbert Arenas on some Instagram clips. But then, that doesn't necessarily make him a former NBA player as well, too, though. But how can it not get Shaq in the mix? I guess, it's probably going maybe a little more, fits the vibe, a little more everybody's in the same age range. But, it is what it is, chat. But at the Essence WNBA Gala, Dina drunkenly stumbles into the VIP section, flirts aggressively with Gilbert, thinking he's just... Gilbert Arenas, chat. Thinking he's just some fine uncle with good teeth. Whoa, ChatGPT. Hey, yo. And by the end of the movie, they either elope in a Bourbon Street ceremony, start a YouTube channel together, accidentally go viral for hosting an impromptu relationship Q&A. That could be, chat. That could be, because he could be, I guess, would Gilbert Arenas be doing a panel at the WNBA Gala? That would be, if it was an NBA event, maybe. Would they invite Gilbert Arenas? Maybe he's a little, I don't know, chat. Maybe there's who knows. But would he be, for the movie's sake, maybe he's doing some kind of panel, some kind of basketball panel, and then invites her on, and then she doesn't, and then they're doing some sort of, and then that's how she finds out that he's the former player. as well too. So Gilbert Arenas is not bad. The thing is, Gilbert Arenas, I think he is going to be really good on camera, and I think he's going to be good. He's going to be fine to work with, chat. I think he may want a little bit of his, like, he may think he's already a good actor, you know? Like Nick Young, you may actually be able to direct. Can you direct Gilbert Arenas? Is basically the question, chat. It's basically the question. Is Gilbert Arenas a little more Pacino-esque, where he's going to need some takes for me? He's like, hey, let me get a couple of takes and just, you know, Gilbert Arenas style pause. Like, let's just see what happens. But I think Nick Young, you know, how is he going to follow direction, chat? But I think there's going to be direction given, and I think he's going to be more manageable to work with, even though I think Gilbert Arenas is going to be maybe the potential of Gilbert Arenas, his electricity in the scenes, because you know, he is comfortable on camera as well too at this point. So there is also just, you know, real life, that crossover as well. But so is Nick Young. Anyway, Nick Young just, I mean, you know, never been shy when a camera's been around, chat. So I think he might be fine as well too. But first half winding down. Hey, yo, chat. Liberty up 20. So well, I guess 18, but they are covering now officially on the line. So ball out of bounds. 44 seconds. It is what it is, chat. Hey, yo. But yeah, I guess we'll just ask real quick. What about Shaq? So we got Shaq and Angel Reese, you know, keeping it with the LSU legends for this movie. Maybe there's some, you know, I guess if there's an NIL, but they wouldn't necessarily need NIL at this point, chat. Oh, it's perfect. Okay, ChatGPT approves. If you cast Shaq Diesel as Dina's love interest, you would have maximum comedy, surprising heart, and pure spectacle. Hey, yo, chat. Whoa. Here's how the tone elevate the ending. They use his DJ past, of course, chat. DJ Diesel. I mean, ChatGPT's cooking tonight. It is what it is. Dina heckles a DJ at the VIP after party for playing a clean version of Back That Thing Up. Chat, that's kind of perfect. Hey, yo. Old Uncle Shaq out here's playing clean songs in the club. The DJ turns around. It's Shaq. He's spinning under his real DJ name, DJ Diesel. Instead of kicking her out, he invites her to take over the mic. They end up battling on stage. Dina on the mic. Shaq dropping the vase. Hey, yo, chat. And after the party, and the party goes viral. Hey, yo, chat. Physical comedy. Haddish 5'6", Shaq 7'1". You milk every scene visually. Whoa. Pause. Hey, yo, chat. But Shaq plays it surprisingly chill, like a guy who's seen everything. Caught off guard by Dina's chaos and confidence. Media outlets attached to this viral older couple. Hey, yo, chat. Dina leans in. Shaq is terrified but intrigued. I don't know if Shaq would be terrified. I think if Shaq wouldn't invite her up to the DJ booth and then be terrified of the media, afterwards. But hilarious set pieces. Dina tries to one-hit shoulder right on Shaq's back at Mardi Gras and gets stuck on a float. Oh, whoa. They do a TikTok dance and break a porch. Oh, whoa. Poor Shaq. Hey, yo, chat. Some very just old school basic comedy there. We got Shaq sitting on a porch swing with Dina and just it breaks. But, okay. Shaq gives the group VIP access to everything. But Dina gets them kicked out anyway. See, that seems, again, keeping in line with the theme of the first one and them getting kicked out of stuff. Like, that makes sense. But fake pregnancy scare turns into a business pitch joint for a CBD brand. Shaq and Dina's chill pills. Ending twist at the Essence Festival finale. Shaq joins the girl on stage, not as an NBA legend, but as Dina's surprise +1. He gives a heartfelt and awkward. See, why is it making Shaq awkward? Shaq is cool and calm and collected and charming, Chad. And I mean, do we have to? Oh, Chad, do we have one more step? We have to add Charles Barkley into this movie. Hey, yo, I was gonna say, what's the one thing besides Dina that can get Shaq a little uncomfortable? Charles Barkley making fun of his takes. And now Shaq's having to, awkward. Shaq started, I love Dina very much, and I have 4 championships. Charles has none. But a speech about how Dina taught him to live again, Chad. It's bold, weird, and unforgettable, just like Girls Trip should be. Shaq is beloved across generations. His mix of ridiculous charm and ridiculous charm and sincerity is exactly the right tone to balance Dina's firecracker personality. Okay, Chad, I guess we have to. Well, now that we brought it up, we have to add Charles Barkley. Could Charles Barkley fit? Hey, yo, chat. What are we saying? Now we're dropping double entendres. Could Charles Barkley fit in this movie as well? I mean, the budget is definitely expanded for Girls Trip 2. We've got a stacked main cast already, but now we've cameoed. We've almost doubled I guess even the cameo budget, but still. Angel Reese is actually starring in the movie. And kind of Shaq is supporting role as well, too. So Charles Barkley, of course, would be comedic gold. You know, we're not just trying to, like, how many guys can we cast in Girls Trip, chat. But, you know, I think Charles Barkley and Shaq, beloved by every community, so maybe they'd be accepted in this movie as well, too. But, you know, Charles Barkley, maybe this movie, not shown in San Antonio, chat. But other than that, would be comedic gold in Girls Trip 2. Fits in as a perfect foil, or sidekick to Shaq. A foil? Like, Shaq and Charles Barkley are both hitting on Dina, chat. But then Charles Barkley just, like, I don't know, goes home after 5 minutes or something, just leaves. Who knows? But, or adds a celebrity cameo gone wrong. Adds a layer of chaos and commentary. Best ways to use him. Shows up as Shaq's best friend. Longtime enemy. Suspicious of Dina. He's constantly roasting their relationship. You know she's only with you because you DJ like a substitute teacher, right? Okay. I think grumpy uncle energy. Oh, yeah. Typical Charles Barkley stuff. Scene idea. He tries to talk Shaq out of proposing. Oh, yeah, that's right. They do end up engaged at the end of this movie. Dina overhears. I guess, you know, the question is, do they end up engaged after the movie, Chad? How long does that last? Unanswerable questions for the end of the movie. But Dina overhears a showdown ensues at a crawfish boil. Later, Dina and Chuck get drunk and end up bonding over hating modern dating apps. Oh, okay. So Chuck is, like, having a hard time fumbling through Hinge or something, chat, and Dina's like, here, let me help you swipe, old Uncle Chuck, and then they have like a fun moment. But surprise panel, maybe we rewrite that scene a little bit, chat, but surprise panel moderator at Essence Fest. Oh, that's not bad. Then you could have him really in one scene, or you can use him in other scenes afterwards as well too, but you could have him just as the panel bantering. You know, if we're bringing Shaq back, I guess Shaq was DJing. He wasn't. Gilbert Arenas was on the panel. So is Gilbert Arenas... Now we're just more guys, Shaq. Gilbert Arenas, Shaq, and Charles Barkley. But he's booked last minute to moderate a panel on black men supporting black women. Oh, clearly unqualified, chat. Hey, yo, well, you know, shout out to Charles Barkley. You know, for comedic purposes, obviously. Clearly unqualified, hey, yo, chat. But he bumbles through, offends everyone, then somehow redeems himself with a wild personal story about love, failure, and being misunderstood. Yeah, chat, perfect stuff. Queen Latifah's Sasha ends up turning it into a viral op-ed. Oh, when Charles Barkley accidentally said something brilliant. I thought we were going a different direction with the Queen Latifah Charles Barkley relationship, chat, which I would not necessarily be against rewriting that as well too, and just at least seeing what gets cooked up. But maybe for another day, we'll just have to see. But Dina's ex. Whoa, yes, Dina's ex. That might be the number one, chat. Yes, Charles Barkley's Dina's ex from her bad decision era, or you know, best days of her life, chat. They cross paths randomly at a hotel. Well, who knows? Well, it depends on the days that Charles Barkley was in. But they cross paths randomly at a hotel bar. Dina's mortified. She once dated him during his commentator years when he was on a low-carb vodka cleanse and making bad life choices. Was Chuck ever on a low-carb vodka cleanse? Hey, yo, chat. Shaq is shock. Chuck used it to mess with him all weekend, chat. That's also, you know, a crazy sort of weird dynamic afterwards, you know, if you really start digging into the dynamics of the relationship. But still, you know, it could be a funny storyline. In the final act, Chuck gives a heartfelt toast. So Chuck just giving heartfelt toast in every scene, chat. We'd love to see it. At the Shaq Dina after party, I lost her. Don't be dumb enough to do so. Chuck gives him the old, like, don't lose her. Like, if you ever hurt her, you know, I'll come looking for you, buddy. That's always... Because there is I guess more in the comedy movies, you will have that sort of in the group of people where the one guy's like, oh, you know, my bad. But, yeah, maybe, you know, maybe there's some rewrites in all of these. But not bad, chat. Not bad. Bonus TNT cameo in the post-credit scene. We cut to Inside the NBA on TNT, where Ernie Johnson, Kenny, and Chuck roast Shaq for being in Girls Trip 2 and acting like he's 28. They cut to this. Okay, I think we got it, chat. A post-credit scene? This is perfect. Chuck doesn't even have to go to work. They just film the next time they're in the studio for Inside. Well, yeah, in the ESPN. So I guess they cut to TNT chat. Hey, yo, R.I.P. A moment of silence. Everybody, hand over your heart for TNT NBA. But Inside the NBA on ESPN. Hey, yo, where Ernie Johnson, they make fun of him for. So the first segment officially on when they go back to ESPN chat, well, then they will be roasting Shaq for being in Girls Trip 2. They cut to viral clips from the movie. Chuck ends the segment with that trip looked terrible. Hey, yo, chat. There we go. And I'm mad I wasn't invited. Oh, that's perfect. That is perfect. Verdict brings unfiltered honesty. I mean, obviously it would be fun to have him in the movie, but this doesn't take away from the main story as well, too, chat. We're not overdoing it. We're not, Dina's ex, that could be one scene at the bar, and then Charles Barkley's just back giving a toast at the end as well, too. But, your ex giving a toast at the after, but yeah, who knows, chat? Who knows? But surprise, but the panel as well, too, is pretty natural. And the friend, I guess, if he's just around. But the TNT post-credit scene is pretty funny. Want Charles Barkley to have his own B plot? Like starting a Creole food truck or giving terrible romantic advice to Angel Reese. A Creole, maybe if we were creating the Netflix TV show version of this movie, chat, maybe he has a Creole food truck in one of the episodes of the storyline. But Ionescu and Stewart, hey, yo, chat, on fire tonight. Up by 20. 14 for Ionescu, 13 for Stewart. Angel Reese, 5 for 6, a double-double, chat. Respect! Put respect on the name. Hey, yo, chat. We'll cover up the score, look at the box score, and just say respect on the name. I guess, Kia Nurse, 3 for 6 as well, too. Trying to help her out the best she can there. But, yeah, there we go, chat. First half, WNBA up, so... yeah, I mean, it's a 20-point game. It is what it is. Shout out. We had fun, but we'll get flipped over to the movie chat. We got a little high fidelity action today. High fidelity. John Cusack chat. 2000. Hulu, Disney Plus. We'll take a quick break. Get it queued up. We'll be right back, chat. All right, chat, we are back in high fidelity 25 years later. The anniversary is being celebrated. A little late, chat. I'm not going to lie. IT, we're bad at math. Somebody's getting fired for scheduling issues because the actual 25th anniversary for this movie was back in March. But I guess just IT said in the throes of March Madness, they just forgot to schedule this one in there. So, is what it is, chat. I guess time to get it now, right before the Game 3 of the NBA Finals. But a classic movie, chat. Obviously, I say obviously, one of the great rom-coms of all time. John Cusack. I guess here, we'll start it up and then see what's going on. I guess, is it fair to say one of the great rom-com actors of all time? I guess, obviously, between Say Anything and High Fidelity, it's a pretty strong 1-2 combination. I guess, do we have time to... They need a basketball reference page for movies. If there is one, or just one that I'm not... A site that I'm not thinking of that... Oh, excuse me, chat, is good suited for it. Oh, wait, we have to restart? I thought we hit watch again. Oh, well, I guess it'll take us 5 seconds here to restart it. But for the actors, like, we get, like, filter out actors, rom-com, Rotten Tomatoes percentage, and just figure out, like, who's on the list for potential nominations. But, okay, wait, yeah, there we go. We're going, chat. So, okay. Don't go through every Wikipedia page, I guess. Maybe not. I guess I don't know where we stand, chat, so who knows what's on there. But let's see. We had, Say Anything, and then, it's Con Air, a rom-com, chat. Probably not. But I guess if we were just, again, saying, like, the sort of peak of the Powers guy acting ability in the rom-coms, because those could be, I mean, you could have a, which one did we even freeze on there? You could have a Mount Rushmore of rom-coms with both of those on it as well, too. But obviously, if you start stacking up some of the careers of some guys, Tom Hanks is the other one that, like, immediately jumps off, because I guess, like, multiple as well too, and I guess the various quality as well too is where you start getting into the mix of it. But who's the guy that I just had somebody that I thought of, chat. I was like, okay, this guy's been in Ryan Reynolds. I was like, has he been in a couple, or I guess it depends. I know some people that like going back to the Reynolds rom-coms. I don't necessarily I guess I should just say we haven't gone back to him in a while. But plus, obviously, with music being such a center focus of this one, I guess music is the focus of a rom-com or a movie or a storyline. But the record store setting is, I feel like, pretty unique for them spending this much time in a record store, chat. Like, and how many stories do we have to exhaust in the record store, just in general? But like a library is not an uncommon setting. A coffee shop, obviously, and obviously maybe, I guess, is a library going to be a common setting going forward in 2025 plus? Probably not. But back when those things were popping, I guess throughout the time of the record store, did you ever see the record store as a big setting? I guess maybe we just need to do more history chat and go back and watch more and see which ones we're missing. But it gives it a unique feel as well, too, which is fun. And the top 5 stuff is great. We got to go sound on, chat. What are we doing? We'll get back to it if they close the score. Angel Reese just scored again, chat. So we're not counting them out for making it interesting. It's the Liberty. Obviously, again, they're 8-0. They're a commanding team right now. We would expect them to win most games against most teams. But could there be a feistiness for some runs here? We'll see. A third quarter sort of Liberty, excuse me, foot off the gas sort of moment. And the guy can make a little bit of a comeback. I mean, Angel Reese with a couple buckets. Angel Reese, chat, was she an all-star last year? Hey, yo, we have to go back and double check here. 2-time all-star to start off. I think her and Clark were both on the all-star team, right? Yeah, 1-time all-star. Okay, for sure, chat. I mean, 13-13 is obviously pretty good. So, no complaints there. But, yeah, chat, obviously is a little bit with the guy down in the dumps is, I don't, do we call that the Cusack special, like we were saying, as well too? Because that can be the other rom-com trope as well. Is, obviously there's the one where it's the guy is the guy type of guy, and you're pursuing the guy. I guess like makeover. I'm trying to think like makeover guy movies. Maybe they're starting to do that now. There was one makeover movie that I was just thinking of that it's like he's not all that, it's that remake version, chat, where it's like the making the guy into the prom king. He's not, but again, that's he's not all that. Maybe it's not that exactly. Let's see. Oh wait, he's all that. Okay, chat, I guess is that yeah, she's all that. I guess I thought it's she's not all that, but is that like a spoof that I'm not thinking of, chat? So, they remade that one in reverse sort of reverse way. But for like we were saying, for the guy being the stud in the movie, in terms of rom-com history anyways, outside of a couple of Cusacks maybe, it is. And, I guess who else are we looking for in this romantic comedy history? But for guys that we can at least talk about a little bit in the movie industry for 2025, like he does have that sort of unique role as well too. So, and is sort, and while he is again sort of like a moper. And he is sort of, chat. Like, he is, make no mistake. I mean, the man's obviously... moper, is that even a word? Hey, yo. But, make no mistake. The man's definitely... he's, like we were saying, down in the dumps in this movie. I mean, he's pulling throughout the movie. Make no mistake. So, you never really ever feel bad for him in a way. And again, he never, like, qualifies stud status necessarily. But he does, again, throughout the movie. Like, he is basically... achieving, I guess, however you want to phrase it, chat. We're not trying to, be disrespectful, but just in terms of the plot moving, like he is acting like that quote unquote type of guy would act in the movie as well too. So, he also kind of carries both sides of it throughout the rom-com. But, yeah, championship vinyls, chat, iconic stuff. Is it? I guess we should have done more research, like on the realism of this type of stuff, because this would be a fun one to visit potentially. Obviously, I mean, you could really build the list, obviously, of places you'd want to go visit. But if you think about what some of the places are too, where I mean, you think like the Friends coffee shop. Okay, you could go get a cup of coffee. Like that's something that a cup of coffee. Like I'm gonna drink that. Like that's actually makes sense. Like where sometimes maybe it doesn't feel like something. It's like, okay, am I going into a gift shop here? But a record store as well too. Like if it, I guess here, should we just read the Wikipedia page, chat, on high fidelity? I don't think that would be, or do we just look up championship vinyl here and see? I guess the place obviously is a real place, but is it a real vinyl store? I think it might be. Let's see here. High fidelity film locations. Here we go, chat. Here we go. Let's see what we got. What's the address? Oh, wait a second. The novel? Wait a second. High fidelity is also, it's a book to a movie to a TV show? Was it a book, chat? And then it's going to be broken down into a TikTok show next. Who knows? But let's see what we got here. Wait, where did the address go? Is it the last reveal here? Or did we scroll past it? Oh, wait, we missed it, chat. I'm blind. Where's it at? He sees the movie at the Rejection number 2 film critic Penny at the Music Box Theater, Sounds Transport Avenue, blah, 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 blah. Where Rob meets Marie de Sal, chat, at Lounge Axe 2438 North Lincoln Ave. Ayo, exposed, chat. Ayo. Place is now Soiree Bar Lounge. It's across from Biograph Theater, chat. Ayo. Where Rob points out John Dillinger was shot dead. And as you can see, Michael Mann's Public Enemies. Hey, yo, chat. Do we need to watch Public Enemies? Add that to the list. Michael Mann. I'm in chat. But let's see. Championship. Oh, here we go. Yeah, Championship Vinyl Store was an empty store. Just an empty store. I guess at 15 North Milwaukee Ave. Interior was the interior was a studio set. In September 2008, the store was still vacant and boarded up. Don't be disappointed. You can pick up a second-hand vinyl. A short display. Reckless Records. Okay, so there just is a record store down there, I guess, that you can go to. Not apparently. Our Loop. Oh, store's now open. Oh, maybe it's even relocated, I guess, all these years later, chat. Who knows? We'll have to really track. I guess now we're just tracking down a random record store in Chicago. Serving Chicago since 1989. Shout out. You know, support local, chat. I guess we do want to, find this one to go support local, I guess. But, in terms of finding the high fidelity spot, I guess this is spiritually as close as we can get to it, maybe, or whatever record store is at least around the location of this. Or is it, is it possible to have a record store down here, chat? Do we need to, I don't know what's going on, the market for records down here for vinyls, but maybe the market for a movie attraction spot would be there as well too, chat. So you kind of it again, like we're saying, it's both. It's the movie attraction, but it's also the record store. So it's like, we got him, chat. We've really galaxy brained this one out to make it a viable business plan. I think in 2025, I think it'll work. We need to start pitching it to the bigger executives as well too. But Jack Black, chat. His most serious movie, AO, chat. We need to go through the Jack Black filmography. I mean, obviously, I guess if we're counting Minecraft as a serious movie, I guess, again, shout out to the rewatchables, chat. Is Minecraft the new, high point of his career? Because you could have maybe made an argument for this movie as well, too. I guess he is the voice of, the Panda and Kung Fu Panda. So, just in terms of box office, what was the box office for that, chat? Hey, where's his filmography? Here we go. Black. Nacho Libre, maybe. Let's see here, chat. Shallow Hal, maybe. Hey, yo, chat. Shallow Hal. It could be Shallow Hal. Who knows? Him and Gwyneth Paltrow. Melvin Goes to Dinner. A Mental Patient. Oh, this is just a random DVD cartoon. That's right. He is in the 2005 King Kong, chat. I forgot about that. I've seen that one a couple of times. I'm trying to think. Maybe it doesn't run on TNT because they run a newer one on TNT. So I don't know I don't know where I've seen that one on TV somewhere. But is Jack Black on the newer one as well too? Maybe. I guess we'll find out, chat. Stay tuned. Hey, yo. Tropic Thunder. Tropic Thunder as well. Of course, chat. I guess just as a movie that's going to be up there in the list as one of the great movies. And then the Minecraft movie, of course. Borderlands nominated for a Razzie. Hey, yo, chat. Oh no. Oh, is this our guy? What's his Melvin Sheen, chat? Who's this? Martin Sheen. Who's that guy? Worst supporting actor. So he won. But Jack Black was nominated. So in Borderlands in 2024, he was back for revenge in 2025. Minecraft movie. Steve, he's gonna get nominated. Does he get nominated for a Razzie again, chat? Who knows? But yeah, obviously, him being still Jack Black, but not necessarily okay, just be cranked up to. I mean, I guess he does really go for it in this movie, chat. But does he have some depth in this movie? His character? I don't know. I guess the top 5 lists are about as much character development. We get to learn about him through top 5s. But I mean, you get to learn about anybody through your top 5. I mean, that's basically an algorithm, essentially. If you just go around. I mean, how do we not just do this already so much in just real life, chat? Who does not enjoy a top 5 conversation? It's so true. I mean, top 5 Mount Rushmore list, however you want to, whatever you want to phrase it. It always works in this, especially, these guys. There is obviously a friendship with these guys, But again, there is also I guess there's a reluctant friendship as well too, because it's like, okay, we just don't leave, we didn't leave him alone, and he had to hire him at the record shop. But again, in terms of co-worker status, maybe they do achieve a little bit more friendship than just some co-workers. But in terms of that co-worker dynamic of just like, okay, we are in this place together, and we're it's like, okay, we got several hours to kill here. We all do like each other, but we're not like, again, like I say, these guys are actually still like, okay, like if there was, a wedding scene, like Jack Black's probably the best man at the wedding at the end of the day. But it's like, okay, we're still friendly here for the next couple of hours, because, and I guess, that's not every coworker relationship as well too. There's other versions of it, but at least for this one, it's like a good top 5 list, chat. What a way to kill the afternoon. It's perfect. Just start ripping through top 5s. I don't know. Do we go to the Chat GPT and start cooking up some some random top 5s that we can get? I feel like Chat GPT. I don't know, chat. Like, how, I guess what kind of even top 5s am I thinking? Because like, top 5 players, but top 5 players just random categories. Chat. Maybe we'll see if I cave and go to the Chat GPT. I'm probably just gonna get curious to see what it could potentially cook up in that category, chat. But honestly, Jack Black is, the more you I guess even the more you rewatch it, chat. But and like we're saying, there is a, like, Cusack, there is a you don't want to say relatability, because again, Cusack's like a sad guy throughout the movie, so you're like, oh well, you're not always going back for the sad guy energy necessarily of Cusack, but there is a familiar-ish sort of vibe with Cusack in the movies. But Jack Black is the best part of the movie, really. And it is obviously, like we're saying, the way he's able to turn it on at some points. But it really is just him carrying this movie a lot through the entire part of it. And I'm not as familiar with this guy's career, the other guy in this movie as well too, outside of this film. So wait, where are we at, chat? Oh wait, we're on the wrong part. Where's Jack Black's page at again? Get that filmography back up, because do we need to go through the Tenacious D discography? Hey yo, chat. I guess what happened, because I guess I saw there was like a clip where they had to like stop a concert for something. I forget exactly what that was. But, yeah. Oh, and I guess I didn't even look at all the nominations, chat, that he got for this. This was just Jack Black himself. So won Blockbuster Entertainment Award for Favorite Supporting Actor Comedy Romance. Blockbuster Entertainment. This would be Blockbuster, like the actual Blockbuster, the old DVD store maybe. Presented by Blockbuster. Yeah, Blockbuster Entertainment or Blockbuster Video. Hey, yo, chat. I didn't realize Blockbuster Video had it. So when we lost Blockbuster Video, we lost Blockbuster Video. Nicolas Cage, the most Blockbuster Video awards. That's perfect, chat. They knew what they were doing. The Oscars, they have no sense for what they want to do for their awards. The Blockbuster Videos make sense. You know who makes Blockbuster Videos you want to go check out at the DVD store, chat? Nicolas Cage. Hey, yo. Best movies? Wait, favorite. Oh, chat, they really had it broken down. They gave everybody a chance, I guess. Every single category winning. Music, favorite CD, just a generic category, favorite CD. Literally just like editor's pick. Hey, yo, chat, I guess in some ways these are sort of all editor's pick. But after running for 7 consecutive years, Blockbuster announced they canceled the awards following concerns of the 9/11 attacks. Oh, chat. Due to the uncertainty of the times, we can't predict consumer response to our show nor audience behavior, especially media viewing habits, all of which affected by world events. Blockbuster said that their decision to cancel the awards was influenced by the fact that the 53rd Primetime Emmys had to be rescheduled twice following security concerns after 9/11 attacks, and that when they did air, their ratings were 22% lower than the previous years. Okay, chat. So they were like, oh, probably not going to be good. They're polling about what the NBA Finals are polling, though, chat. So they canceled in 2001. They canceled at a 4.7 rating. In 2025, the NBA Finals is like, we're still doing okay. We signed a media rights deal, and we are fine. And they are about a 0.2 on the rating above it, chat. So I guess, do we only have access to a couple of the years here? The first ever Blockbuster Entertainment Award. Sandra Bullock for Speed. Meg Ryan for When a Man Loves a Woman. Demi Moore for Disclosure. Whoopi Goldberg, Sister Act 2. Chad, this might be my favorite awards show ever. This is amazing. Angela Bassett, What's Love Got to Do with It? Cameron Diaz, The Mask. Favorite female newcomer theatrical. Maybe I just love the fact that there's so many awards as well, too. Favorite movie video, chat. Speed. Favorite movie theatrical, Forrest Gump. And favorite movie video, Rookie of the Year. Whoa, chat. Rookie of the Year. And then favorite family movie, The Lion King. The Icon Award to Sylvester Stallone. And the Pioneer Award to Brian Glazer. Brian Glazer. I think that's the owner of the Bucks, chat. Brian Glazer. Music. Oh, this is a fun category as well, too. Mariah Carey. Favorite female pop artist, of course. Favorite male pop artist, Kenny G. In 1993, it was Mariah Carey and Kenny G. I mean, obviously, Kenny G's popular, but the most famous pop artist, male, in 1990, I guess, or 95 or whatever the year was. I don't know, what was the eligibility for the 93 favorite male pop artist for Blockbuster Awards or whatever, but favorite class Eagles, Clapton. Anita Baker, favorite R&B artist, female. Luther Vandross, favorite R&B artist. Okay, Zach. Favorite R&B group, Boys to Men. Okay, Chad. Okay, do they have a favorite hip hop or? I mean, 95. I think it's in the Grammys at this point. So, favorite rap group, the Beastie Boys. Hey, yo, Chad. I mean, they were obviously selling stuff there, but favorite group or duo. Wait, so do we have an artist? Favorite new artist? No, just favorite rap. Oh, favorite rap artist. Duo or group. Am I tweaking, chat? Duo or group. But where is the favorite new artist, Ace of Base? So I guess they just don't have like a specific solo. But, maybe 90s. But like we're saying with, 95 as solo artists were popping, chat. Should have. And the Beastie Boys as well, too, over Outkast in 95. They would have had at least Southern Cadillac playlist music at this point. So the Beastie Boys, yeah, I guess they're more 80s. So they would have been more legacy at that point. I don't know in their discography where they were at. Third Communication is the one they dropped in 94. So Third Communication over Southern Cadillac playlist music or whatever, maybe. I guess didn't get nominated for a Grammy, it looks like, that year anyways. But best rap album to the Five Boroughs, 2005. Oh, they got nominated in 2005. Forgotten about that in music history, chat. Nominated for some more songs, it looks like. Best hard rock performance. Hey, yo, whoa, chat. Pause. Is that the Grammys or what award show is this? The best hard rock performance is crazy. But maybe they had to have added this in. We'll go to the last one here, 2001, and see what we got for How Did It Evolve, chat. Favorite actor. Oh, we actually got nominees. Mel Gibson in The Patriot. Michael Douglas, Traffic. Denzel, remember the Titans? Lost to Mel Gibson, Patriot. Hey, yo, chat. Ben Affleck in Bounce. Oh, that was for a drama. Favorite actor, drama or romance? The same category. Hey, yo, chat. Blockbuster Awards. He said, well, I guess duplicate the category. Ben Affleck, Kevin Spacey, Will Smith, Billy Kudrip, and Matt Damon, chat. Hey, yo. But, favorite actor, comedy or romance? So this is drama. They're slowly working their way through the categories, chat. They double up every time. Comedy, romance, and then they have a comedy. Hey, yo. Horror, action. Suspense, different than horror. Science fiction. Chat. They are loaded. Everybody, you get a trophy. You get a trophy. Kevin Bacon won a Blockbuster Entertainment Award for Hollow Man. Wow, Chad, I didn't realize that was an award-winning performance. When did this drop in 2000? Did we miss the anniversary for this one already? Oh, Chad, whoa! I guess October 12th in Germany. August 4th. Did we do a Hollow Man watch, chat? Paul Verhoeven. It's our Basic Instinct guy, if I remember correctly. Yeah. Oh, Total Recall. Yeah. Oh, and Basic Instinct, Total Recall, RoboCop, and Hollow Man. His discography gets more stacked every time, chat. Patrick Stewart in X-Men, and Vince Vaughn in The Cell? Okay. We might... Vince Vaughn and Jennifer Lopez and Vincent D'Onofrio. This may be one to check out, chat. This may be a good one. Oh, Aaron Brockovich. Okay, favorite actress drama. Wait, where's the movie category? Film? These are all individual person awards. Michelle Pfeiffer, What Lies Beneath. Nev Campbell, Scream 3. Favorite actor? I guess I like that it's all titled favorite as well, too. Not necessarily best. It's just who's the favorite? Who did everybody like the most? Michelle Pfeiffer and What Lies Beneath? Winner. Over Kim Basinger and Bless the Child or Meg Ryan in Proof of Life. Interesting, chat. Favorite actress? Angelina Jolie in Gone in 60 Seconds. Robin Tooney in Vertical Limit. And Vanessa Williams in Shaft. Oh, chat. Shaft. Vanessa Williams. Hey, yo. Angelina Jolie versus Vanessa Williams is a showdown for sure. But, oh, yeah, here we go. This is what we were talking about, chat. Jack Black winning for High Fidelity. The last ever, I guess. The 7th Blockbuster Entertainment Awards. Versus Michael Bowman, Me, Myself, Irene. Don Cheadle, The Family Man. Michael Clark Duncan, The Whole 9 Yards. And Mark Furstein, What Women Want, chat. Favorite male newcomer, Heath Ledger in The Patriot. Ayo, shout out, R.I.P. our guy. But, yeah, it doesn't necessarily, I guess, not necessarily seeming like the most stacked cast. So, honestly, it's like, it makes, not, again, like, could have really compared him up against a lot of guys. But I think kind of easily the winner, honestly. But do we have to go back and rewatch, not me, myself, already, The Family Man with Don Cheadle, chat? Ayo. Or The Whole 9 Yards. American Crime Dramedy. Bruce Willis. Matthew Perry. Do we RIP? Do we need to do a little Matthew Perry discography watch? I saw a Matthew Perry movie on Tubi that was like, didn't see it, but, saw the movie. That was like, he's like playing some guy that goes into the inner city as like a school teacher. It's like, oh, Matthew Perry. What's this role? What's the story exactly? But, yeah, I was like, okay, I don't know why that's necessarily the Tubi movie that's promoting for us. But, yeah, in the mix anyways in that movie. But they don't... World Artist Award, Warren Beatty. Favorite family film, Chicken Run. Favorite villain, Joaquin Phoenix from Gladiator. Doug Ray Scott from Mission Impossible 2. Jason Isaac from The Patriots and Ian McKellen from X-Men, chat. That's a fun category. The Oscar needs a villain category, chat. I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be superhero movies or action movies necessarily for it to be villains. You could have a villain in any type of movie. How the Grinch Stole Christmas? I guess, is the Grinch the villain in that movie? Like, could the Grinch be nominated for best villain if you have a good turn at the end of the movie? Are you a villain? Or are you just, the protagonist or whatever? Jim Caviezel in The Frequency, chat. Burst onto the scene at the same time as Heath Ledger. Jim Caviezel. Did I say that name right? Yeah, Jim Caviezel, chat. I guess Passion of the Christ was 2004. Oh, I guess I thought that was 90s for some reason. Or maybe that's The Last Temptation. I'm not sure exactly which one, chat. The Last Temptation of Christ. But favorite action team, Drew Barrymore, Cameron Diaz, Lucy Liu, chat, Lucy Lau, I forget how you say the last name, but Charlie's Angels, Jackie Chan, Owen Wilson, Shanghai Noon, Clint Eastwood, James Garner, Tommy Lee Jones, and Donald Sutherland in Space Cowboys. And then Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon is... a movie that I think is on our watch list. If not, I feel like it should be. I feel like this movie, I've heard it recommended before. Let me check and see real quick. Crouching, I feel like maybe it's very comes up very quick when you search Crouching Tiger. And here we go, chat. I guess now it's added in. We gave ourselves too much of the benefit of the doubt. I guess an international film, would we add that in? We wouldn't be against it, chat. It's just our watch list is pretty intense right now with other types of films. I feel like we could just we wouldn't necessarily, it'd be like, are we even going to get to it? So is there any need? But I've heard the martial arts and stuff in this one is pretty good, so we might have to queue that one up as well too, because it did have a pretty favorable rating there on the old IMDb when we went to throw it into the watch list. But when does the other guy get on the scene, chat, that she's messing around with? I forget the guy's name. I've been waiting all day to rewatch this movie to figure out what this guy's name is. I can't believe it. I feel like it's a pivotal part to the movie. It's just how they constantly say this guy's name. It's not Doug. I feel like it's Doug or Don or Dean. Something along those lines, chat. There's no way they don't say it soon, because they definitely argue about it in just about every scene that they argue in. And I was gonna say earlier that does Cusack have a little Ross from Friends energy? But I guess I'll commit to it now, because I'll say this movie has a little bit of Ross and Rachel energy throughout the whole time, of them just sort of having that sort of, it's that, it's not, this movie is not necessarily, it is a will they, won't they, just buy a byproduct of it, but it's more so of, obviously, well, I guess, in Cusack fashion, he's fighting for, so it is a little will they or won't they, because I guess he could sort of stop making plays and stuff in that type of way, but it does have a little bit of that Ross and Rachel, obviously, type of energy throughout the movie. So I guess I don't know if this was, well, I guess, being based on the book. Maybe Friends stole this line from the novel, chat. What's this novel? That 1995 British novel? Okay. Nick Hornby, I feel like, is an author whose name I've heard. Oh, Fever Pitch, and about that. But okay, so he makes movies for sure here. Adaptations, film. So his 3 adaptations are Fever Pitch, High Fidelity, and About a Boy. About a Boy was picked up quickly and released in 2022, starring Hugh Grant. And Americanized Fever Pitch, in which Jimmy Fallon. Oh, wait a second. Yeah, is that not the one that originally? Oh, wait, Colin Firth, a 1997 British adaptation. Oh, Colin Firth. Oh, wait a second. We just glided right past that. I guess it didn't sink in. Yeah, that wasn't the Fallon version. So, in which Fallon plays a hopelessly addicted Boston Red Sox fan who tries to reconcile his love of the game with that of his girlfriend. Was released in 2005. Johnny Depp purchased rights to the book A Long Way Down before it was published. A Long Way Down is the name of the book. The book was made into the 2014 film of the same name, starring Pierce Brosnan, Aaron Paul, Toni Collette, and Imanj Poots, chat. Hey, yo. The film adaptation of Juliet Naked was released in 2018, starring Rose Byrne, Ethan Hawke, and Chris O'Dowd. Hey, yo. And a couple of stage adaptations as well, too. High Fidelity was the base for a 2006 eponymous musical that shifted the action to Brooklyn. It's book by David Linsbury Abair, with lyrics by Amanda Green and music created by Tom Kitt. The production ran for a month in Boston, then moved away to Broadway after closing after 18 previews and 14 performances, chat. So this would actually be a fun one to go see on Broadway as well, too. I know not every movie adaptation that's on Broadway, I'm like, oh yeah, lock that in as like a fun play. But I think this would be, again, a fun play because the dynamics, it's very simple dynamics. It's a lot of the dialogue. It's a lot of the main character. And because he's breaking the fourth wall, it already has sort of theatrical elements that make you get creative and that could work in the stage setting as well too, with filling in that extra space or breaking the fourth wall of the crowd if you need to in certain ways. But because it's so confined to the record store, and what, you got a couple of club scenes basically, like, and he's at his house, so there's like a couple of different scenes. Because I mean, you could even just start mixing and matching all the different, because like it had the club scene where he met obviously Lisa Bonet's character, but there's another club as well too. There's a few. Oh, there's the jazz club that Rob reminisces about Laura. Okay, yeah, Chelsea. So I mean, if you just have all these different drinking locations kind of take place in the same spot, or in set design lands very, very similar to the same spot, then it becomes a lot simpler to pull off. Again, because it doesn't necessarily rely on too much more after that. And a couple of characters, like, he could describe as much of the past people in his life, I guess. Like, the ones, I guess, that he would interact with would be a little bit of a different story. But still, Chad, this would be a fun play. Excuse me. For sure. I'd put this on the top of my list. If they did an off-Broadway one, maybe we need to, is that top 5, chat? Top 5 movies that we would, not that, or I guess, would we want to see and would actually go see? That's kind of the same thing, right? I guess we wouldn't go see one that necessarily we would want to see. Well, what are the circumstances? But hey, chat. But are we going to be Batman afterwards? Well, we don't want that either, necessarily. But not necessarily, because Batman's origin story, tough beat for some people in that one. But top 5 movies that could be made a musical, like High Fidelity, or would it be rom-coms as well too? And I guess musical, record player, all that stuff. Like it makes sense for there to be some tunes mixed in, sung by the cast. That's for sure. So I'm trying to think, another very music-centric. Could you do Baby Driver as a play, chat? The Baby Driver Broadway play would be crazy if you could somehow manage. I mean, just for the ambition of attempting to have those kind of heisting mechanics, or just that kind of driving. Excuse me, chat. Hey, we got no energy drinks tonight. Are we gonna be winding down? It is what it is. But what was it? Oh yeah, that would be a fun one to see if they could pull off all the action sequences with that one. But a little ambitious, and obviously the music is a little bit different than like record store conversational hands-on. I mean, the Baby Driver guys obviously has it. The music in his earbuds is very pivotal to the plot, but it's a little bit different. I guess Guardians of the Galaxy, chat, another major soundtrack. The original Guardians of the Galaxy is very focused on sort of the Walkman as well too, as a kind of a little bit of a plot point. And you do have the dance off at the end would be a good thing. Guardians of the Galaxy would be an interesting one because, again, as a space themed musical, it could be a little ambitious with the sets. But if you realistically figure out the mechanics of, and maybe you even tone it down a little bit, where they're moving more in a city or a country style than sort of galactic style movements, or it is galactic style movements and you don't necessarily even show them traveling around as well too, chat. Oh, the classic creaky bed for the neighbor upstairs, chat. A real bonding experience for the people underneath. Pause. Hey, it is what it is. Cusack tweaking, tripping. Is he a little, did we say Pacino-y earlier, chat? Who do we call Pacino-y? Oh, Gilbert Arenas. That's who we said was Al Pacino. Hey, Oh, Ian, chat. It's not a Don or a Dean. It's an Ian. Ian's a good one, though. Ian. Hey, But, shout out to any famous, popular, very nice / friendly Ians out there, because there's definitely a lot of them. And I can even think of, Ian McClellan, chat. Fun guy. I guess, I don't know if he's canceled for any reason. Probably not, but shout out. So, Cusack, chat. Bad Dreams is a tough beat. I didn't realize how much he was crying as well too in this scene. I know he was like obviously upset, but the cry eyes for our guy Cusack. Hey yo, Chad. But oh yeah, wait, top five. Some top five movies that we want to see baby making musicals. Baby Driver, Guardians of the Galaxy. Okay, Chad. Those are the one and two. Do we need a? And those are both again kind of heist musicals. So I was gonna say, do we need a heist musical? But maybe we need a heist musical that's a little more Heat the musical, chat. A long, epic, 6-hour musical of bringing back De Niro and Pacino for that role. Denzel has been messing around with Broadway, obviously, so maybe we could get Denzel for like a Heat Broadway run, chat. Denzel versus who's another sort of veteran actor? Sterling K. Brown. Denzel versus Sterling K. Brown in a Heat musical. Hey, yo. Oh, chat. Cussed out by the friend. Shout out. The tables have turned. The plot is being unveiled for our guy, Rob. I was like, our guy, John Cusack. What is the real reason that the girlfriend left him, I guess? We will find out. But non-superhero, non-action movies. If we were going to go maybe another rom-com. Boomerang the musical, chat? I mean, come on. Come on. Add it to the list. Add it to the list. Eddie Murphy, he shows us he can sing, chat. He's shown us he can sing. In the past, he's created a hit song just because he wanted to. So you get Eddie Murphy on Broadway a little later in his career. I think you could almost recast it in a very similar way with a lot of the people on Broadway. Shout out. But Boomerang the musical would be a crazy rom-com, of course. But and that isn't 90s rom-com, like 2000s comedy made as a musical, chat. Like Anchorman the musical, Wedding Crashers the musical would be maybe a little much. I don't know if that one gets pushed through as a concept in 2025 the same way, but that one could have some sort of easy moving dynamics of a bunch of just wedding set pieces of making that musical work. I don't know what the songs are for that one. Whoa, hey, yo, chap. Pause. Do we have the track list for the High Fidelity musical on this? Close after 18 previews and 14. Oh, wait a second. So it only ran for a month, chat. It only ran for the month. Television about a boy. Oh, this was the page for our guy Nick Hornby, chat. Ayo, shout out. So didn't have a great run there for the High Fidelity musical, but that could be a good one, chat. Do we need to cook that one up on the Chat GPT? I guess the problem is not the problem, but with musicals, obviously, it's some original songs. So, if we just soundtracked a high fidelity musical with modern day songs, I mean, I guess we could make it work by picking, obviously thematically relevant songs, but it would be a little bit different than just the than just the other way, chat. But so yeah, now it's being, I guess, so should we hey yo, chat, take two. Should we have said that there's spoiler alerts, obviously, High Fidelity 25 years later in the background, chat, is gonna get spoiled as we talk about it a little bit. Not just besides the fact that Jack Black is outstanding and the musical only lasted for a month, but John Cusack, chat, a bit of a shady guy. Turns out he's a little unfaithful, a little moving and sneaking around, chat. Hey, yo, a sort of talking some smack about the relationship, chat. It is what it is. John Cusack not moving in A+ mechanics, but a good cussed out by the maybe High Fidelity 2, chat. He gets the Will Smith, the slap across the face. I think it wouldn't necessarily be totally strange, but Guardians of the Galaxy the musical does sound like maybe something that I've seen before. Is that real, chat? I don't want to we hate to plagiarize on the REMINGTOM pod, obviously, with our work here. Guardians of the Galaxy musical? I mean, musical movie, the soundtrack, all that stuff. Awesome mix. A cartoon musical, chat. 4 minutes. Maybe the dance scene gets suggested in the algorithm as well, too. Okay, so yeah, it doesn't look like Guardian of the Galaxy musical is a real thing, chat. So, okay, Boomerang, let me think. Can I quickly think of 2 more, chat? I guess outside of just movies that I just really like. Girls Trip the musical? Do we just put that one in the mix now since we were talking about that earlier, chat? Hey, yo. Girls Trip the musical. And then Overtime Heat, our Scoot Henderson Rosario Dawson movie. Overtime Heat the musical. It's gone so well on Tubi that it's gone... Well, who owns Tubi, chat? I forget. I think that's Fox. So, Paramount Plus. It was a Pluto original, actually, and then now it's on Paramount Plus. CBS, just Turner or whoever just really, really loves it. But, yeah, we got Girls Trip the musical, and then an actual real musical, chat. Be serious here. We need to think of actual real ideas. This is a WNBA themed musical, chat. What would that even be about? I guess you could definitely have some business and life and different. I mean, you can go in any direction with the storytelling of that type of movie. Excuse me, chat. Hey, yo. It is what it is. Do we just go with those 4, chat? We'll see if I think of another one. Let's ask the GPT which of these would make the best musicals. Of at least we got a Mount Rushmore of options so far. Which of these would make the best musicals? And then we've got Baby Driver. Hey, yo, I think there's only the one Baby Driver. I don't think there's like an older... the Baby Driver might be... It's obviously like a knockoff and a remake of something, but I don't think it's called Baby Driver, if I'm not mistaken. Baby Driver, Guardians of the Galaxy 1. Boomerang! Hey, yo, chat. Boomerang would actually be kind of sick. I'm not even gonna lie. Boomerang the musical? Ooh. Or Baby Driver, Guardians, Boomerang the musical, or Girls Trip. So those do lean pretty new. Is there a random older one? Ferris Bueller the musical, chat. I don't know why I just thought of that. Maybe that one already exists as well, too. That might be, honestly, a number 1. That one might be too good, chat. Ferris Bueller the musical might actually be a real idea. Oh, well, that's what I thought of, so we'll just go with it for right now. How much do we want to workshop the musical idea? Okay, which of these would make the best musical? Baby Driver, Guardians, Boomerang, Girls Trip, or Ferris... Ferris Barris? Who is Ferris Barris, chat? Ferris Bueller! There we go. Is Bueller E-U-E? Yeah, there we go. Ferris Bueller. Okay. These 5 options with Ferris Bueller randomly thrown in there, we'll see what we get. Is there even another, like, random movie? Oh, Total Recall we just did? Sharon Stone? Or, I guess Sharon Stone's not a movie. But, could Sharon Stone be recast as Ferris Bueller? Let's break down and rank which these films translate best into stage. Okay, Ferris Bueller's Day Off, the most natural fit. Okay, that's what I thought, chat. Maybe that was a genius last-minute save or totally spoiled the bit. But why it works, it's already rhythmically driven, lighthearted, and big personality shifts, emotionality beats, and fourth wall breaking. Perfect for musical asides. Okay, chat, so we're thinking good with the fourth wall there with high fidelity as well, too. Stage potential. Ferris has charming narrative type lead like Harold Hill, the Music Man. Parade scene equals full ensemble number. Oh, songs, big numbers songs for Skip Day, Save Ferris, and Twist and Shout finale, of course. The Twist and Shout is going to be that's going to be awesome, chat. And you can almost work the audience in as well, too, to that, and have stuff mixed out into the audience like they're actually in the area watching the floats live themselves. Boomerang number 2, of course. Underrated musical goldmine. Why it works. Stylish, romantic, set in the world of a high-end advertising, perfect backdrop for dance, fashion, and swave musical numbers. tone. RB Tech inspired score. Babyface Anita Baker. TLC. I'm in, chat. I think, though, let's not forget about Tony Braxton as well, too, the original Boomerang. We were just covering songs. We might as well get some Tony Braxton in there. Emotionally rich themes around masculinity and vulnerability. Character arcs for Marcus, Angela, and Jacqueline. Lots of room for duets, character songs, and slick aesthetics. Baby Driver, high concept musical possibility. So it's more just probably the high conceptness of Baby Driver and Guardians. Guardians, unfortunately, last. But already driven by music, literally choreographed action to song, could be innovative jukebox musical. Very action heavy, translating the car chases to stage will require stylized dance. Clever staging. Think Stomp plus West Side Story. Oh, yeah, okay. What's Stomp, chat? I could see the West Side Story influence a little bit there, but what is Stomp? Official website. Zippo lighters. Matchboxes, brooms, garbage cans, and Zippo lighters. Percussion group. Stomp is a percussion group originating in England that uses the body and ordinary objects to create physical theater. So is this like that guy that like sits on stage and like hits his knees and like dribbles around on his like shoulders and thighs and stuff, and then all of a sudden he's drumming? He does get into good rhythm, chat, make no mistake, but it's a little curious to say the least. So hook, make it a movement musical. Think Contact or Moving Out with minimal dialogue and intense visual rhythm. Okay, chat. So yeah, maybe it's more of an inspired by Baby Driver, but not necessarily don't think it's going to be, beat for beat the same thing. So Contact, chat. A little musical research here. Contact help. Oh, wait a second. No. Contact Contact the musical. I guess Microsoft always thinks we need help, chat, but Contact the musical. Dance play was developed with a book, choreographed. It was off Broadway. Okay, so it doesn't really tell us what it's about here, chat. According to a playbill, the musical was inspired by an experience that Stroman had when she visited a dance club in the Meat Market District, where she witnessed a fascinating woman in a... Who knows, chat? It is critical response? No. I want to see the quick plot here, but nothing for that, chat. So, or Moving Out as well, too. Guardians of the Galaxy, great but high risk. Iconic soundtrack, lovable ensemble, big emotional swings, Star-Lord's mixtape could guide the emotional arc. Expensive, heavy effects, needs Spider-Man. Hey, yo. Turn off the dark levels of stagecraft, but with much better luck. Either a jukebox concert musical or an animated stage spectacle a la Lion King. True, the ability to interject animatronics. Girls Trip. Funny, vibrant, but tough to stage. Why it works. Hilarious dialogue, rich characters, high energy. Challenge. Film is very pace-driven and improv-heavy. Hard to match that spontaneous energy on stage without losing momentum. Done as raunchy, high-energy, R-rated musical like The Book of Mormon or Insecure. The musical, chat. Insecure, the musical, like Issa Rae got herself a musical based off of her show. I feel like I might have actually seen trailers for this now that I think about it. Start getting people outside of town a little bit, but Insecure, yeah, chat. Looks like Issa Rae cooking, writing up some songs as well too. So yeah, Ferris Bueller #1, Boomerang, Baby Driver, Guardians, Girl Trip is the top 5. Structured into a 2-act musical, song titles, character arcs, etc. Song titles. We're gonna write a whole musical's worth of original songs tonight. Hey, yo, chat. Pull up your sleeves. It's about to be a real productive evening here. But let's turn Boomerang, chat, of course. Boomerang into a musical. Or actually, since it's high fidelity, chat, it is what it is. We'll put high fidelity. Boomerang would be fun, but high fidelity is the belated 25th anniversary, and it's time that we should celebrate and take care. Okay. Oh, wait a second, chat. Will be appropriate here and get everything right. Let's turn high fidelity into a musical and see what we get from ChatGPT. Excellent choice. In fact, it already was a Broadway musical. Hey, yo, Chat. Hopefully, he doesn't realize that we stole that idea from that exact one. But just 13 performances has that said had the potential. Just didn't hit the right tone or audience at the right time. 2008, 2006, they weren't ready for musicals, Chat. It is what it is. Let's reboot with a fresh, modern approach, taking cues from Nick Hornby's novel, 2000 John Cusack film, and maybe a touch of the Zoe Kravitz Hulu series. Here's how it could really swing. High Fidelity, the musical, genre, style. Think Spring Awakening meets In the Heights. Okay. Get through it there, Chat. Heard of In the Heights before, for sure. But Northside Chicago Record Shop, updated from London or Brooklyn. Okay, so this is just really details in about the breakdown of the plot. But main characters for this one: Rob Gordon, Laura, Barry and Dick, Ayo, Marie Dale, Sal, Charlie, Sherry, Penny Kajak, BS. Or wait a second, we got Liz, Rob's no BS friend, who gives him tough love. Would actually be who the other cameo would be. Original songs, sample titles, top 5 breakups, Rob's high energy intro, spoken sung list with fourth wall breaking, championship vinyl, Barry and Dick's quirky ode to vinyl snobbery. Laura was different, a bittersweet memory ballad. Okay, Chat. Meeting a mixtape, a romantic layered love song. Each verse equals each song choice. The biographical playlist that dives deeper into his past relationships medley message. Marie De La Salle, oh, Cooler Than Me, funky jazz number as Rob falls in love with her. Why did she leave? Laura's first solo explains Rob's flaws in her own words. Sleepless next to the records, either at the end of Act 1 or Act 2. Hey, yo, Rob alone hitting the rock back room, Chat. Act 2? Okay. Staging plus style ideas. Tagline: love is a mixtape you can't rewind, you can remix. Oh! Okay, Chat. Very interesting there. Maybe a little clarification on that tagline for some people, but record store as rotating set with album covers, posters as modular scenery. Yeah, see, I agree, Chat. Functionally, it makes a lot of sense. High fidelity. Characters freeze while Rob narrates. He can rearrange them like records. Oh, yeah, that's not a bad idea. Barry's gig. Oh, these are songs from Act 2 that we just scrolled past. Okay. Turntables Turn, the side B of Me. You're Gonna Kiss Me. Barry's big gig, like we said. Hey, whoa. The final track list. And then High Fidelity reprise. Final cast epilogue with each character owning their story. Hey, yo, Chat. We love to see it. Love's a mixtape you can't rewind, but you can remix. Want me to write out a scene or full song lyric from one of those numbers? Chat, should we get a song lyric for one of these numbers? Okay, we've got top 5 breakups, championship vinyl, Laura was different, making a mixtape, the autobiographical playlist. Oh, where'd the water go here, Chat? Marie De La Salle, Cooler Than Me, Why Did She Leave, Sleeping Next to Records, Turntables Turn, The B-Side of Me, You're Gonna Miss Me, Barry's Big Gig, the final track list, or High Fidelity reprise, final cast epilogue with each character owning their own story, final track list, Rob makes Laura a new mature mix. Oh, Jay's like, I've really grown up. Here's a new mixtape for you to really show how far that I've, grown as a man. Pause. But making a mixtape, romantic layered love song. Each verse equals a song choice. Oh, whoa, Chat. That's to be pretty some dynamic writing there. The autographical playlist, Rob dives into his past relationships. A medley montage. Yeah, Chat. Act 1 is okay. It might be from Act 2, honestly. You're Gonna Miss Me When I'm Over There. The B-Side of Me. Turntables Turn. Barry's Big Gig. The final track list. High Fidelity reprise. It's between Barry's big gig. The B side of me, a hopeless stripped back self-reveal song. When you're gonna miss me, Laura's moving on number. Turntables, Rom begin to reflect his own group. Hey, yo, chat. Be careful there. When you start reflecting on your own guys. But, yeah, I guess we just... Let's go, chat, the pressure. I feel like we could only go one song lyric here and see. Barry's big gig is... Let's see that. Lyrics? Lyrics for Barry's big gig. Pause! Let's see what it gets. Is it going to tell us what beat it's set to, chat? What is the rhythm that we have to read Barry's big gig? Hey, yo. Setting, local dive bar stage. The crowd is skeptical. Barry steps up, grabs the mic like it's a sword, and absolutely unleashes, chat. Intro. Spoken word with music, rapping behind him. Okay, chat. Let's see. What's the beat? Would you like a demo style scene written around performance? No. What beat should we use as a demo? Should we be, I don't know, chat, we acting like, you know, we're real artists here. We're trying to cater demo the cadence here. Like, what beat should we use? I feel like that's the best way to ask it, though. As a demo for the cadence. Let's see what we get. Just so we sing it in the right way, in the proper voice. What beat should we use? Tribute by Tenacious D. Song 2 by Blur. Are You Gonna Be My Girl? My Name Is by Eminem. Or Holiday by Green Day. My Name Is. So wait, how are we doing this one, chat? My Big Gig? Oh, hey, yo, chat. This is crazy. This is a crazy song. My big gig. My big gig. My big is big gig. Hey, yo, whoa. Whoa. Okay. This one goes out to everyone who's ever... you know, I think we're going to have to go back and listen to this. Chat, we don't really... I feel like these songs, like, are not the best songs for us knowing them. Just off the top of the head. What's this Tenacious D song on here, chat? Hey, yo, pause. Tribute? Oh, Tenacious D is... I was like, wait a second. I'm thinking... Who am I thinking of, chat? I'm just thinking, like, who's this rapper that we need to look up? Tenacious D, but that's just Jack Black's band. So, shout out. But, so I guess Tribute by Tenacious D, we could add that into a playlist as well, too. But Song 2 by Blur, Are You Gonna Be My Girl? That is the... Do we need to... Should we just pull up My Name Is by Eminem? The beat for that, and then try to, I guess, the beat for it, if we just faintly play it in the background, they're not gonna care about that, right? They only care if we play it directly on the live streams, make a big issue out of it, and then see. And let me listen to the verse here. Do we get a demo back on the verse? Okay, I guess, are we gonna perform this song? We're not gonna perform this song, I guess. But, verse 1, they say, Barry, shut up, you're scaring the normies, but I'm allergic to silence and basic conforming. My voice is a weapon, my riffs are a curse, my band's held together with gum in a verse. Okay, chat, not the strongest line there. But, oh wait, I thought I clicked on a version here. Here we go. Okay, pre-chorus. Very short verses, very efficient for this writing. Now I'm center stage and the feedback's divine. Like I'm Freddie meet Lemmy and they both got a sign from the gods of rock. Make it ugly and loud. So I spit in the mic and melt down the crowd. Whoa, whoa. Pause. This is my big gig, baby, my distortion dream. I'm a howling mess in a vintage tee? I got 6 strings of vengeance and a growl in my throat? Whoa! I'm singing like I owe this note to punks, to the freaks, to the back row saints. Let me hear you, my beautiful complaints. I feel like ChatGPT kind of fell apart there a little bit on the verse. I'm not gonna lie. That's not the greatest rhyming execution. I'm not really sure what's being said here on the chorus, but verse 2, my amps held together with duct tape and a prayer. So chat, we're holding things together. The crew is held together with gum and a the band is held together with a gum and a verse, but the amps held together with duct tape and a prayer. So my ego inflated like 80s hair. I never rehearsed but didn't make a list of the top 5 reasons I was born for this. Oh, chat, we're working in the top 5. Okay, now we're cooking. Verse 2 is really, I think, the display of the writing so far. Maybe verse 1, more of a pop hit, chat, in the pre-chorus and chorus there. But top 5 reasons I was born for this. I got soul, I got style, I got noise worth your while. I run karaoke night with flair because deep down I care. I got soul, I got style. I got style, I got noise to make your... I got style, I make noise worth your while. Is not a bad little rhyme scheme there as well. Bridge, funky breakdown with spoken lines. M prowls the stage like a rock god. You ever dream so loud it breaks the volume knob? That's me. You ever scream so hard your past forgives you? That's tonight. You ever feel seen by a dive bar full of on-drunk strangers? That's oddly therapeutic. Oh, hey, yo, chat. Hey, yo. Getting real deep here on the bridge pause, but final chorus. This is my big gig, baby. I'm coming unhinged. I'm the love child of meatloaf and karaoke binge. I let these walls shake and the haters flee. This feedback loop is therapy. The outro rock ballads finish. Ayo, pause. So if you ever feel small, just kick in the door. Grab a mic. Don't make a mess. Leave them screaming for more. It's not about talent. It's about volume and heart. And we've got both from the very start. Ayo, chat. And now all of a sudden, Enterprise given over belongs to Slade. But belongs to, whoever we're talking about here, chat. Barry? Big Gig? What are we talking about? Hey, yo. But Lisa Bonet, deep into the movie at this point, we should have mentioned as well, too, chat. And obviously, Zoe Kravitz getting to play in the original, or not the TV show. The original TV show is, I guess, one way to say it. But so she is, breaking ground in that way, chat. And I think the TV show got some nominations, maybe as well too, chat. Let's see here what we had for that. Oh, I thought we got down there. Television series, High Fidelity, 2018. Got canceled, I think, a little bit early. Just the one season. Yeah, chat. That's kind of crazy. But release, critical response, accolades, Hollywood Critics Associate Mid-Season Awards. They have a mid-season awards for television. So not a great end-of-the-year run for High Fidelity, apparently, in, I guess, 2020. Hey, yo, chat. Oh, best new streaming series. Oh, wait a second. No, that's right. We're talking about TV show now. Guild Music of Supervisors, Best Music Supervision for TV Show or Comedy. And then Satellite Awards, Best Actress in a Series, Comedy or Musical. Both of those actresses escaping, of course, is perfect. But, yeah, chat. I mean, it was obviously starting to at least gain some steam in both. Obviously, gaining steam amongst the fans. I think the fans really loved it. And when in an era when I think of as well too, like we said, we're not necessarily afraid to voice our opinion on these remakes. Like Hollywood can keep cranking them out, and it seems like they're always gonna just gravitate toward the secondary and the one that at least has the IP, the something in place to build off of, not just story wise but financially as well too. Can we fast track the money that we're making on these movies by just making the second versions of them, and then not like I guess you're skipping the first version of that movie specifically, but if you're using that off of somebody's work, and then, you know, you don't give them a court, then until ski hat. Sorry. Whoa. Hey, yo, chat. DP on pause is what it is. But do we need a top 5 list, chat? A random top 5 list, or do we cast Boomerang the musical? Maybe we cast Boomerang the musical. You want a beat map or vocal tempo script? Hey, yo, chat is what it is. Let's go. Let's see the most random top 5 list prompts involving sports and see what we get here, chat. Probably all baseball ones, unfortunately. Make it stand out. Each of these have a twist that would make them stand out from your average ESPN chat. Hey, yo, shots fired, ESPN. These chats are average, according to ChatGPT over here. But what if the 92 Dream Team had to play their Olympic tournament on horseback and polo style? Wait a second, Chad, this is not top 5. What are 5 complete? Oh, wait, what are the most random top 5 last prompts involving sports? Wait a second, Chad. We didn't do that right. Let's run that back here and see what we got. Involving sports. What are the top 5? Oh, wait, we said most random prompts involving sports. What are the most random prompts for top 5 lists involving sports? Maybe this is going to be a lot of involving sports, chat. It is what it is. Just to make sure, ChatGPT, if you don't have the idea by now, make sure it's centered around some sports. Some basketball, maybe. The 92 Dream Team, great start. But I guess we asked for it the last time, pause. But let's see the most random prompts for top 5. Top 5, chat. Top 5 lists involving sports. Let's see the most random prompt for top 5 lists involving sports. Does this make sense, chat? Am I the only one just because I know that I can how to read it? It makes sense to me, but that's not a bad way to execute this plan either. 5 athletes who could secretly be immortal vampires. Oh, chat, the sinners. Hey, yo, chat. Which of the athletes are not eating the garlic in the circle? And I did see also, rewatching the Batman a while ago there, that the chick from Sinners that is Sammy's, the girl that Sammy's got an eye on in that movie. Hey, yo, chat, I got more on Sammy than that. But the girl that he's with in that movie is also in the Batman movie in a little courthouse scene there that I didn't really realize. But 5 athletes who could secretly be immortal vampires. Well, okay, LeBron's... Hey, yo, chat. Well, LeBron's 20-year prime. That's obviously one. Sabrina Williams' superhuman consistency, for sure, chat. Tim Duncan's ageless face. I don't know if they would be immortal vampire range athletes. Serena Williams maybe a little more so than Tim Duncan, because he did have sort of a natural gradual decline down throughout the course of his career and down throughout his, down throughout everything that happened. But LeBron definitely a long chat for guys that could be a vampire for sure. Wait a second, that's all we get. Oh, nope, chat. We just didn't scroll right. Let's see here. Number 2 is going to be athletes who you would trust to cater your wedding. Who's got taste? Who's cooking? Who's just bringing Gatorade and ruining everything, chat? Hey, yo. So we know Serge Ibaka has a cooking channel. Bam, lock it in. He is number 1. Steph Curry is around that stuff because Aisha has the cooking channel as well too, chat. So bam, there's 2. Lock it in. Who are top 5 athletes you trust well to cater your wedding? Hey, yo, chat. Wait, were you singing before or after? Oh, man, chat. That could really be a real time crunch type situation. That could get real interesting, chat. But top 5 athletes who you would trust to cater your wedding. I guess does it have to be a skinny person as well too? They say never to trust a fatty cook. And are we just bringing Gatorade and ruining everything? Would bringing Gatorade ruin everything if you catered an event chat? I don't know if Gatorade... I mean, I guess no food, but Gatorade's not the worst start in the world. Top 5 sports moments you would want to see blow a medieval peasant's mind. Whoa, chat. Hey, yo. We're just going to scroll past that one. Top 5 athletes who look like they dominate in a denim-only league? Who's dropping 40 wearing Levi's? And top 5 athletes who feel like they'd have their own energy drink in a gas station cooler. Hey, yo, chat. That's just signature drink asking type questions right there. That are pretty interesting to look at. But to say the least, chat, these are not a bad launching point for potential top 5 type lists in this situation. But let's take a quick break, chat. High Fidelity keeps rolling on. We're having a fun time. Cusack on the phone right now with the scene on the X. Reaching back out, trying to get her in the mix. So we'll see what happens there. Wink, wink. When we are back on the other side, chat. Don't turn that dial. All right, chat, we're back, and we're just in time to see John Cusack with the Will Smith on Ian right here, chat. It is what it is. He did the, he entered the record store. He figured it had to be on the table. It is what it is. But, I mean, Cusack, of course, was gonna load up here. And they don't say Ian has any sort of martial arts sort of training type ordeal, interesting background, kind of like that, because he does have, I mean, he's got the Zen sort of master type vibe to it, but that sort of Tai Chi, Kung Fu-y, thing going on, Chad. I wouldn't be surprised if he had a couple karate chops in the bag he could throw out there every now and then if he needed them. So, let Cusack get the move there is interesting, maybe for his skill set just in general. But Cusack, I guess. Wait, I thought he punched him there, chat. When does he? Oh, that's right. He goes through the scenarios. That's what it is. So, chat. I think we've all had the scenarios about, name a situation. Like, customer service situation. I guess, person to person sort of relationship. Defending somebody's honor. Like, oh, you see this person on the street. Like road rage sort of fantasy, chat. But sometimes they're just the fantasies. And Jack Black and the other guy as well too, really breaking into the action movie roles. I mean, the one guy ripping the AC unit out to finish off, the kill shot, chat. But that's a crazy cold-blooded move right there. Tearing the AC vent out of the window, chucking it on the man. That's some wild, deranged behavior. So, I mean, if that guy especially had some psychopathic tendencies, you wouldn't necessarily be totally surprised. But to see them spring into action and really hold up that way. I mean, I think in that one sequence there, he got him with both the phone. The kid picks up the phone and smacks him with the phone across the face. And then gets him later on the kill shot with the air conditioning vent. Really carries Chad. I think picks up a crowbar and was whacking with the crowbar. And like I said, the AC unit as well, too, to the head. So, he really laid out the game plan there to get into the mix, save a life, drink a little bit, have some food, and you'll be probably pretty decent friends. The save a life part could definitely carry for a little bit. But, yeah, show's back up. And this chick's pretty cool. I mean, yeah, I guess I'd have to go back and pay more attention. And that's part of it as well, too, is, Cusack's not the perfect guy. So, it's not necessarily about, like, here's the reason that all of these girls are bad people. It's like, Cusack. Is there, again, looking at the other way, it's like, okay, you got a guy ranking his 5. So I guess, ranking top 5 breakups. Like, you don't necessarily have to be a crazy, deranged person to get to 5 breakups. Obviously, we're not. You have to put in a ton of work there. And I guess, obviously, I think they're throwing breakup a little, differently as well too. Sort of the ending of some fling type stuff, as well too, is kind of in the mix. Even though again, Cusack is a little bit more serious-y type with some of those stuff with what he is navigating for a little bit. I mean, not necessarily. I guess we're double talking because he's also, he also cheats on his girlfriend in this movie. But, for the girlfriends that he does pursue, pursuing girlfriend type stuff. Yep, another midlife crisis type guy. Of course, what does it all mean? You're going through one of those what does it all mean type things. That's why I think this chick is cool, because she just calls him out for it as well too. She's like, yeah, you're on one. It is what it is. Cusack, man, giving up the game. Tough, all go. Maybe get your we're going all through it phase out of your system for 24. Hey, pause, man, that's what he's trying to do, chat. But just get it out of your system when you're hanging out with the girl at the party for a second. You can't just. I guess, the drinks can maybe bring the demons back. They're unleash the demons for some people, chat. But Maybe you can get the one that you can find that suppresses, and then spit some game, and you know, just try to at least collect a Snapchat back in 2000. 2025 high fidelity. He gets Lisa Bonet's Snapchat. He sees Lisa Bonet on her Snapchat stories, or tracks down the location. Chat. It's like, oh, Cusack, a little bit of a creepy move there, but you know, if she was going public with all the info, then what do? But or you know, anyways, or like seen to followers or whatever it would be, you know, listed as. But you know, yeah, Lisa Bonet on Snapchat would be something that we would definitely have to Google it after this to see if it is a possibility, because you never know, Chad. There can be there's a legend or two on Snapchat that you're like, what? Wait, what a second. Jennifer Lopez is on Snapchat. What's going on here? Obviously, you know, the Kardashian family. I don't think Aniston's on Snap, and if she is, she doesn't use it that much because we're not seeing that roll through the algo. Chat, make the mistake. If she does, we would have. I'm assuming. I'm gonna give myself the benefit of the doubt and say if she does, we're following it right now because I've already looked it up. Make the mistake. I already telling you right now. It's a question I've had in my personal life before. It's not the first time I'm thinking of this question, chat. But I think it is the first time that, you know, it has been viewed that way, anyways. But Baker Mayfield, chat, on the ESPN right now. They did have this list on, was it FS1 maybe? Or maybe it was FS1, but I think they were reacting to a Chris Sims list. So I don't know if Chris Sims is currently on FS1 at the moment. But they had Baker ranked above Jalen Hurts in the QB rankings. And again, shout out to Chris Sims. Like, he knows what he's talking about. He's a former quarterback. He's watching the tape. It's pretty close. Like, he's got him one spot off. So I'm sure it's not a long conversation to walk him into getting some of those lyrics. Maybe I remember everything correctly. But, you know, I mean, again, Cusack's really making the sacrifice play here, Chad. I guess, is he really making the sacrifice play, you know? Close up for one day from 2 to 4. Like, he's destroyed. Like, you know, I think he'll be okay. But, you know, you work through all the random stuff. You find all the random, like, oh, I kind of like this guy and like that guy, and let me see what's going on, and pop that in. Like, was this movie a huge box office success? I don't know why I wouldn't know that shit. Yeah, only 47 million box office to 30 million on the budget, it looks like. Of course, incredibly reviewed as well, too, over the years. But commercially, chat. Let's see here. Commercially, post-party was held at the Sunset Room where Tenacious D performed. Tenacious D performing at the high fidelity chat. The high fidelity after party is crazy. The film was operated in a post-wide lens. It means everything you're fishing tonight is looking good, chat. Looking good. But high fidelity received positive reviews. Everybody loved it. It doesn't say anything here, I guess, about the necessary financials of the movie post the actual movie itself. Because again, our guy doesn't even get away with the stuff in that one that we're referencing. So it's okay if he ends up going. That's tough luck, chat. Tough luck. Hey, yo. Is what it is sometimes. But yeah, and I forget as well too. I mean, chat, I feel like maybe we didn't do a good enough job on the paying respect to the characters involved with this movie as well. So we should definitely, I mean, mention. Okay, I was gonna say, wait a second. What name are we looking for? This is a TV series here. Of course, chat. But we should definitely mention. Oh, wait a second. Here we go. Eban Heelg, chat. Shout out. In Fears, film at high fidelity, has launched into a logivation of all kinds of stuff, chat. But I guess, you know, we're reading about her careers of filmography. Yeah, here we go, chat. What is going on? Magic Mike, not on the list. Not on the list. Hey, yo, chat, you gotta be thorough with some of this stuff, but this does look pretty promising so far. So, again, not necessarily the most stacked IMDb. Last in Zootopia in 2016 is a voiceover role. 2 international films in 2013. A TV series in 2013. A movie in 2012. And then a TV series in 2011 as well, too. So to be consistently in movies in a real way, uh, uh, it's looking like it's in good shape already, chat. But it's definitely going to be interesting to see what happens. But yeah, shout out to her. Then Stephen Frears as well too, chat. Not necessarily again a name that I'm like, oh, jumps off the page right away, but the movies themselves are iconic stuff. So for him, let's see here. I mean, pretty crazy, realistic, change stuff there. But top 5 things that drive her crazy about her. What was the top 5 list there, chat? We need to go back and get these top 5 prompts cooking again. Top 5 prompts who rather have top 5 athletes that I'd rather have their own energy drink is crazy, chat. Top 5 moments that would blow a medieval person's mind. Hey, yo, chat. That is crazy. Chat GPT with the dark top 5s. Top 5 ways to kill a nice time traveling 80s time traveler who just wants to see the future. It's like gone, dead, is what it is. The Remington challenge. It cost a life, but we're good. We'll figure out autism. We'll stare at each other long enough. We'll think about it. The brains will connect on the formula at some point, or they can wreck the formula as well too and see if that potentially does anything. I know it seemed like it messed some of the other stuff up a little bit, but everything else is, totally fine. Is what it is. Umbrella, a little loose at the base there. Is what it is. Pretty much the code of the streets at this point, but it's not like it's untrue, chat. This kid with the little early Joe Burrow vibes with the pink hair, chat. I don't know if Joe Burrow actually went with the pink hair at any point, but the bleach blonde, you could see Joe Burrow going for bleached hair as well too. Or sorry, he did have the bleach hair. You can see him going for pink hair at some point. And of course starts his career as a tastemaker and a labelman, chat, by signing the band name. Another trivia question that I don't know the answer to at this point necessarily is, what is the name of the band that they end up trying to form here? I forget necessarily, chat. But yeah, at least he sees the talent, sees the upside. I guess I don't know what type of round they count as a pick necessarily. I don't know if they're a 3rd round pick, 8th round pick. R.I.P. chat. The dad dies. R.I.P. She's got to console in Cusack. Of course, she probably definitely consoles in Ian as well too. But you got to keep Ian. And Cusack probably knew as well too. You imagine if they were close, like Cusack had some dinners and stuff. I mean, at this point, realistically, chat. Like, I guess maybe it shows that they weren't, or at least him and Cusack weren't close, because realistically, even after the breakup, or after whatever they're sort of moving on thing that they were going through was there, he probably goes through to the dad at some point. Maybe tough medical conditions as well too. Difficult to access, things like that. Like, I get it, But I'm just saying, if he was accessible, then make him accessible and use him to your benefit all for years. This is it. This is the corpse right here. Yeah. But yeah, chat, shout out to the director as well too. I don't know if we'll go a little director deep dive, but Stephen Frears and Verhoeven, I think, definitely could have done this one, the Basic Instinct guy. You know, not necessarily in the vein of Basic Instinct, but showed he had a diverse range of filmmaking abilities and techniques and sensibilities, stuff like that. So this one could have been interesting. Hey yo. Oh, Jack Black saying what it is. The funeral is a place to, hey yo, chat, to pause, you know, get Laura propped up on the old countertop there. But yeah, beautiful. I mean, you know, beautiful service, chat. Beautiful. I don't know what the accommodations are for having it in a place like this, but this is pretty crazy. It's obviously, you know, great accumulated stuff there, but you know, who knows what happens if you really dive in, chat. But yeah, R.I.P. to the dad. The casket on the little moving stage piece is an interesting touch for, I don't know if they were going modern tech in 2000, if that makes it easier in any way. You know, it makes it, you know, I guess you can raise it up and down different levels for vegetation purposes if you needed to, or for other various things. But, ayo, chat. Other various things. Just people breaking in at night and using it. Ayo, pause. But, yeah, it could be an attempt at modern technology in 2025. I feel like, again, though, you know, it still feels of a time that's not too far away, that is still pretty relatable for how they were moving around in the day-to-day. Or it's just me, chat. You never know. You never know. But great friend moments as well too. You know, again, like Cusack has his band of guys, and Laura doesn't really have her band of people in this movie per se. Like, she's with Ian, and you know, again, it's more of a Cusack focus from his point of view, and the people that are spending the most time with him in that setting are probably going to get some good runtime in there, like Jack Black and like uh, Erickson. But the other part of Erickson is not necessarily a lock as well, chat. But where is Ian at in this situation? Ian not even at the visitation funeral gathering. I know maybe it's family and friends only, but Ian doesn't qualify as friends at this point, at least. You're not at least bringing him along just to say hi and hang out. Maybe, again, they're not. Maybe that's a little too much at this point. Who knows? Hey, yo, chat. So, you know, a little interesting with some of the scenes. Sometimes you get a spot where it's like, you know, why is she, you know, the motivation of her running to him and them hooking up in a moment. And it's like, okay, is this necessarily like, why is she doing this? The vulnerability, is this the best showcase of a lady's talents like that? You know, again, respectfully, you know, talents as an actress. Is this the best way to showcase and distribute the workload amongst the force? But I think it is a little bit necessary, honestly, to make it work. But I don't know. I think he'll make it okay if that ends up happening. But Cusack in the rain, iconic stuff, chat. Not necessarily Cusack himself in the rain, but anybody in the rain. I mean, the only thing he's missing is a boombox to keep himself dry, chat. You know, a classic little pull the suit coat up type of cover the face camouflage. But of course, you're going to have to bail behind the fence at this point. There's really only one way to get out of this scenario. And he's also really lucky that didn't have any like hurting bents on it as well, too. So that could, yeah. So that could be a nice, interesting thing there. But imagine just getting caught on the other side of the privacy fence, just laying face first down in the mud, being like, actually, you know. Actually, I was just going to walk home instead. That's fine. I was looking for my keys, fell out of my pocket. You know, it is what it is. Ethan 2 now. It's popular. Like, I have to go check the Ocho. But It is a difficult spot, and maybe they are just driving. The more expensive the level goes up. Like now, it's like the expensive for us the daily driver at some point. Who knows? But oh, chat. Now he's getting picked up. It is what it is. Now it's Rob's turn. The turntables have turned. Oh, chat. Right under the tree. I mean, we've all been there before, chat. Lock it in. Everybody knows the backwoods of their town, chat. Hey, yo, whoa. What are we talking about? But you know what we're talking about. Little area, speaking of under the trees. Drive in, pull off to the side. Back in, maybe, even if it's a certain spot, and be like, hey, now we see the road from straight on view. It's, I guess people looking in is a different thing, but you gotta figure out the mechanics of everything, and sometimes you're not necessarily establishing front row position all the time as well, too, chat. Who knows? But Cusack. Whoa. Cusack reminding us of De Niro? What would De Niro have done in this role? De Niro would have been really, charming and intense and totally different thing. And I guess, speaking of Ian, definitely would have been a fight scene with Ian at that point. Not necessarily just a couple of fantasy scenes about what he might have done. It would have just been Pacino just maybe a smirk as Ian approached him and just knows like, okay, I'm going to get you in like an hour 45, buddy. You are a dead man on the other line talking to an empty phone. I don't get it. There's a dead man on the other end of it. Denzel. Ruthless. Cold-blooded stuff in that one. But for now, obviously, he's a little distracted at the moment. So he's let it play out. It is what it is, chat. Adults, everybody makes their own decision. Hopefully for the most part. It is what it is. But okay, chat, we got to take one more quick break, and then we'll be back to finish up the show. And the end of High Fidelity might be on in the background, continuing as well, too, chat. I wouldn't see any reason not to go ahead and see what happens at this point. But we'll continue right after this. Okay, chat, we got it here. The name, well, yeah, of course we got it. The movie's on, but the name of the band, we have the band options anyways at one point on the table. Kathleen Turner Overdrive and Sonic Death Monkey, chat. The Kinky Wizards as well too, I guess, is another option. DJ Rob as well too, chat, of course. But Kathleen Turner Overdrive is pretty iconic. I don't know how you don't necessarily go with that name. Is that our final stop at the Chat GPT tonight, chat? See what we get. Top 5 questions. Hey, yo. What was this? Top 5 athletes who feel like they... Top 5 athletes who look like they dominate in a denim-only league. I don't even know what that means, chat. Who's dropping 40 while wearing Levi's and setting screens in overalls? So is that like John Sally? No, probably not, chat. Who knows? But, wait, what were we saying here? Oh, yeah, band names. Can we see more band name options? Like Sonic. Hey, yo, chat. Sonic Death Monkey. Sonic Death Monkey. Hey, yo, chat. That's kind of crazy. But, Sonic Death Monkey or Kathleen Turner Overdrive. I just hope we get like a Kate Blanchett Underdrive situation for one of the suggestions. Let's see here. Sigourney Fever. Lana Del Rage. Hey, yo, chat. Willem Dafoe. Alanis Morslem. Okay. Courtney Love Handles. Meryl Scream. Sigourney Fever is not bad, chat. Lana Del Rage also has a band name in 2025 is pretty good. Willem Dafoe. I feel like maybe, do they even say that in the movie at one point? I feel like Willem Dafoe is from something, honestly. Meryl Scream. Florence and the Machine Gun. Okay. Not much difference there. Over the top rock references. Thunder Cougar Hawk. Thunder Cougar Falcon Hawk. Maximum Denim. Thunder Cougar Falcon Hawk. Laser Jesus. Velvet Chainsaw. Napalm Jacuzzi. Reverse Cowbell. Hey, yo, chat. Napalm Jacuzzi is wild. High Fidelity Adjacent. Barry Jive in the Uptown 5. Cannon, but had to mention. Steve Nicks and the Bad Decisions. Dan Aykroyd's Blues Destroyers. Fleetwood Smack. And Moody and the Bruised. Oh, okay, chat. Hey, yo. Movie-inspired wordplay. Drummer Dreyfus. Tarantino's Foot Fetish. Boogie Nightscapade. The Empire Licks Back. Whoa, chat. The Empire Licks Back is crazy. And the sound of mucus. The Empire Licks Back. Are you sure you don't want the Empire Licks Back or something else? That's actually kind of crazy. Not great. Drummer Dreyfus. Tarantino's Foot Fetish might honestly be the best one here. Let me see. I guess, you know, there's not going to be 5-star accommodations, but yeah, maybe it's not as bad as looking at in there. But Barry Jive in the Uptown 5. Cannon, chat. Napalm Jacuzzi is not bad either. Thunder Cougar Falcon Hawk is pretty funny. And then Maximum Denim. Napalm Jacuzzi. Sigourney Fever. Or Lana Del Rage. Do we need to put up a poll on Twitter? Or I guess probably on YouTube at this point. And of course you can follow the live streams on the YouTube as well too, chat. I mean, don't forget that the live streams also go up on the podcast feeds. Also, it is what it is. They got to be up there, chat. We can't help it. But and the messages are open at Rim and Sam. You can DM us at Instagram over there if you want to reach us that way as too, chat. Sigourney Fever. Hey, yo. Sigourney Fever, Lana Del Rage, and Napalm Jacuzzi. Okay, do we need to narrow it down by genre or vibe? Parody retro. Oh, okay, chat. So we go narrow down by genre or vibe. It's not definitely not a direct revenge type movie, but definitely two guys going to get each other by the end of it. Yeah, chat. Uh, Boogie Nightshade. I mean, honestly, the more you dig into it, these are pretty funny. Oh yeah, and Tarantino's foot fetish is also pretty good. So Tarantino's foot fetish, Napalm Jacuzzi, and Maximum Denim, chat, is the leaders right now in options. Oh, chat. Cusack stumbling through life, stumbling through this conversation with his lady, trying to explain her importance. I mean, it's a interesting scene for the relatability of his opinion tree here is, but it definitely does seem like it is a bit of a streaming classic, chat. So he may have 5. He may have 5. We have to do everything good and clean. But Laser Jesus and Maximum Denim almost makes me think something's going down, chat. Why is everybody wearing denim, But we'll just have to trust in Willem de, what was it, chat? Willem de what? Willem Defunct, I guess. Hopefully everything's okay. I kind of think Sigourney Fever might be my favorite one, chat. Honestly, Lana Del Rey, I feel like, is the most realistic one for who gets a name. Which of these get it? Or Napalm Jacuzzi again is also pretty good. But what I guess what are we get pros and cons list for each of the names. So those are our band name options, chat, or those are all of our band names. Napalm Jacuzzi, we had Sigourney Fever, and Lana Del Rey. So stay tuned. We got a whole lineup, a whole show. It'll be fun. The Rem and Sam label is wide open, chat, and we're cooking. And apparently we're off to signing the best new talent. DJ Rob is back, chat. DJ Rob. Oh, okay. So DJ Rob needs a set for 2025, chat. What set is DJ? Oh, wait a second. Did we just press the volume thing? No, okay. We're good to go. DJ Rob from High Fidelity. What does his set list look like in 2025? Okay. What is DJ? Is it just DJ Rob Gordon, chat? I mean, how many DJ Rob Gordons are out there? What? Oh, wait, we won't. What would DJ Rob Gordon's set? Sure, it's set. Look like in 2025. Okay, there we go, chat. We got it nailed down at this point. What would DJ Gordon's set look like? Gordon. Okay, wait a second. The obsession-appointed vinyl-spinning music nerd from High Fidelity was spinning a set in 2025. It would be a masterclass in taste, deep cuts, genre shifts, and pure vibes. Hey, yo, chat. He'd hate anything too popular unless it was ironically recontextualized or had stood the test of time, and his crate would be a mix of old-school credibility and new-era respect. Hey, yo, chat. So Jack Black is going to play us off here in a beautiful ending musical piece, of course, inspiring what would be the 18-show run of High Fidelity the musical, but a beloved musical nonetheless. So, set title, You're Gonna Miss Me When the Song Ends. 2025 set list. A sample night. Okay, hey, yo, chat. Sade, A Kiss of Life, because everyone falls in love at a bar eventually. Oh, chat. Warming it up with some warm vibes. Crew Agambin, chat. Maria Tambien, I guess, is number 2. A Tribe Called Quest. Electric Relaxation. Men I Trust, Show Me How. And Blonde Atomic. 12-inch mix. Pause. On the record. Ayo, chat. And then those would be your leaders for the opening scene. Deep Cut Detour. Duruti, Column Otis, Floating Points, Pharaoh Sanders, movement 6. Rosalia versus Del Rio de Grandezina. Or, yeah, they never actually made it over, and she just made it with Old Man. But, hey, yo, chat. This does not look bad. Like they said, it's blending genres. It's blending everything. So, I know we could want our kind of hip-hop focused set list. Oh, there we go. Speaking of Outcast, chat. Spotty Audio, Dopalicious. Whoa. Dance Floor Flirts back. Talking Heads Once in a Lifetime. Jungle back on 74. LCD Sound System. Dance Yourself Clean. And Peggy Goo goes like, nah, 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 nah. But only the first 99 seconds. I'm going to have to do a little refresher on that one, chat. And see what's up. That's, I guess, the hype build. Spotty Audi, Dopalicious in the mix there. And then Rob's Remorse Phase. Chat. Songs for exes that shouldn't still matter. The Smiths, Please, Please, Please Let Me Go, What I Want. Motion Sickness by Phoebe Bridgers. Oh, there we go, chat. Hey, round of applause. Jack Black, award-winning performance. But Phoebe Bridgers, Motion Sickness. Frank Ocean, Self-Control. Maisie Star, Fade Into You. Bob Dylan, The Most of Time, chat. Closing, he is rounding out with Music to Walk Home To. The War on Drugs, Thinking of a Place. DJ Shadow, Midnight in a Perfect World. And Radiohead, Everything in Its Right Place. David Bowie, Heroes, fades into the silence, leaves them waiting. David Bowie. Format, all vinyls except for Bridges track. I know, shut up. It's a repress. Okay. Spoken interludes, yes, with stories you didn't ask for. Merch, limited run Zinies, chat. And then with his top 5 songs that make you rethink your relationship. Okay, what is it? Want me to rate this a real Spotify or YouTube playlist? Hey, yo, can it just assemble that? How would it do that, chat? Would I have to attach a Spotify? I don't even want to ask. Start revealing that kind of information. But I guess we could get a I guess what is Rob's taste in hip rap music, chat? Can we get a hip, or I guess, some R&B as well too. Hip hop focused, or wait a second, we want hip hop / R and B. Oh, R money B or R and B. What's the right symbol here, chat? R and, oh, make sure to get a / R and B focused set list. 90s. Can we get a Mary J. Blige focused set list, chat? How about that? Rob Gordon, so would be heady blend of only real heads know bangers, timeless soul, and a few curveballs just to make everyone in the crowd say, wait, what is this? He's the kind of DJ who would start with an obscure Dilla beat, argues in real time about why the Fugees are better live, and drops a Bryson Tiller track just when you think, just to make you rethink your last situationship. Yeah, that doesn't sound too far off, chat. Bryson Tiller, I don't know about DJ Rob Gordon following Bryson Tiller, but 2025 hip hop and R&B set list. Top 5 tracks to make you cry while grinding. Oh, wait, yo, chat. The warm up. Backseat vibes in the windows with the windows cracked. Backseat, didn't you know? It's interesting chat times, but Snoo Allegrera, I Want You Around, Andre 3K, That Night in Hawaii, Solange Comes in the Sky, hey yo, and then hey yo chat, but Little Rare and Raw, whoa, Lil Sims Venom live session, J Electronic Studio C would go nuts, Nicki Minaj, Itty Bitty Piggy, and then Black Star Definition. Freddie Gibbs and Madlib Palm Olive featuring Pusha T and Killer Mike. Okay, chat. Mixtape cuts should have been classics. That's a nice little run of songs there for DJ Rob Gordon. Mid-set meltdown R&B that'll leave you checking your phone. Frank Ocean back with pink and white. SZA Kill Bill slowed plus reverb for no reason. Brent Faiyaz Dead Men Walking. Destiny Child Say My Name. Acapella beat drop into beat switch. Drake's Marvin Room. Rob hates it but still plays it. I mean, he could play other slower cuts off the album as well too, if that's where he wanted to go. He doesn't necessarily have to be Marvin's Room, but and Marvin's Room is great as well too. Shout out. But peak energy for hip hop kids who still burn CDs. Missy Elliott Lose Control. Outkast B.O.B. Kendrick DNA. Megan Thee Stallion Cognac Queen. Jay-Z you don't know. And Tyler the Creator. What's your name? Hey yo chat. Your name. It is crazy times for that search chat. But Late Night Soul. This is not just a slow jam set. But you could cry to it. Giveon chat. Stuck on You. Lauryn Hill. It's hard to find. It's hard to say. Rebel. Unplugged 2.0 album. Steve Lacy. Inside. He Loves Me. Liesel in E flat chat. It is interesting, but the encore top 5 songs to make you want to text your ex. Aaliyah 4-page letter. TLC Digging on You, the laid back remix. Winner chat. Flip it to the end. Miguel Adorn and Childish Gambino Redbone. Beyonce Rocket to close out the complete adult slow jam mode. Hey yo chat, fun stuff. You want a top 5 theme mini set? No chat, we can get top 5. It's the Rem and Sam pod. If there's one thing we steal from this, it is top 5 list chat. We definitely do be cooking up some top 5 lists, some stuff of that nature. Oh, what happened in the WNBA game chat? I assume it's over. Oh, 19 points. The Liberty 85, Sky 66. Angel Reese 8 for 13 from the field, 17 and 11. 17 points, 11 rebounds. Sabrina Ionescu chat, 23 and 7. Stewart with the 7 and 7. Just cruising right along as well too. So shout out to the Pacers. Or the Pacers and the Sky chat. I guess different cities, but still teams. Underdogs by Big E favorite. Yeah. So we'll see chat tomorrow if there is a series, or if OKC is actually just going to go into Indiana and just continue what they showed in game 2, if they are that historic team. But we'll be here, chat. We'll be live, and you can join us for it, of course. So, yeah, be back, chat, tomorrow. NBA playoffs. We'll be here. It'll be fun. Shea Halliburton. We can't wait. Stay tuned.